What you thinking, man?
I've been in the polyamory lifestyle. I can't even say lifestyle because it's not a lifestyle. It's a way of loving, not a way of living. I've been polyamorous for about 10 years now.
Okay.
And the mindset for me is mentally, I think I've been polyamorous longer than actually practicing it because I've always felt that this like monogamy just doesn't fit for me.
Right.
I don't understand why I have to only love one person or why I can only show affection for one person. Where is this written? Why do I have to go along with what the societal standard supposedly is?
Right.
And then the problem comes when you love somebody too much. When you let yourself love somebody too much,
and they don't love you the same.
It's not even matter whether they love you back or not. They can love you back, but it's still unhealthy to love somebody that much. Which I understand that ideology of that. Well, I can't have. I might as well. I've been there. I know that. But at the same time, you have to realize, what your culpability is in a relationship going, however it went. You start thinking about, well, damn, I did this. So, you can love somebody too much. And then, see, this complicates things for us men because we already have a hard time forming those emotional attachments. You already told don't do this.
The missing link to that goes back to a time before we were even thought. Why doesn't my father like me? Is that a protection for me?
Right.
Or is that the way he was raised? Or maybe somebody hugged him one day, a man hugged him. I'm not saying this is what happened, but I'm just saying we got
No, but there are things that could have happened that absolutely that caused him to be the way he is.
Made him feel weird, needed.
Right.
So the things that we think are sometimes a rejection or a lack may have been a protection.
And most of the time they are like absolutely. But if we don't understand that, all we know is the rejection.
You see, like what I understand with my father,
men were going to jail, killing each other, and then now we got bisexual, then we got gays, now we got transgender. So with all of that going on, the purpose of that was removing the black man, the black male from the household. Okay? So with him not being in the household, she's getting the welfare, or she's out there in the workforce, forced to take care of herself, and if she have children, to take care of the children alone. Whether he's in jail, whether he's dead, whether he's bisexual, whether he's gay, whatever. The black male was removed from the home, and black woman was forced to provide for the children, for herself.
You're missing one other thing that removes black male from the home. That's white women. Because after a while, it was run on black men, white women. Yeah, white women. At one point, black men, they just had to have a white woman. No matter what their social economical status was, white women was the way to go. And so that pulled a lot of black men out of the house.
Damn, I sure missed that. I mean, I know Rick James, I know, you did it. I just didn't think of that as a major absence of the black man. So
being a provider means so many things.
Right.
It means put you in a house. It means I got your back. It means we're doing this together. It means I'm not gonna walk away when things get hard. That's providing, right? I'm gonna provide emotional protection so that you can, I'll be present for you when you don't feel like you can be there for yourself or whatever, so there's so much more definition to the thing, right? And even on the flip side, looking at, the men with kids, right? I remember I did not want a man who had kids. And I was about 25 when I met my ex-husband and stuff like that.
Yo,
What's going
another
on?
day, another episode. We got it podcast. 2K24. Man, about to be that winter edition. And it's another day, another episode. So shout out to George.
What's up? What's going on?
What's happening with you? You be clowning lately, man. I'm loving the new you though, but you be clowning now, man.
I got to. I don't have a choice no more. The world made me this way.
And I believe you because I see it and seen the change.
Yeah. Yep. It's been a long time coming.
Yeah. So once again, I guess I'm proud of you because it's freedom of expression. You're not in a cage anymore. So
yeah,
that's a good thing.
Well, you know the thing, sometimes in life you got to make a change and a bold change to get to where you want to be. So that's just part of my journey.
Oh yeah. All right, before we dive into tonight's discussion, another shout out, another pause for the cause, another senseless murder in Bastrop, Louisiana. I've been every week since, I guess, Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
I've been on here probably the week before Thanksgiving. I've been on here every week. I open up the show with a RIP and condolences to the Morgan family. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Another tragic death down there, man. Like I say, it's like death is plaguing that city. So I don't know. It used to be such a biblical, spiritual, but being that religion doesn't seem to be a factor anymore. Mm-hmm. It's it just seemed like we're beginning to see the effects of religion not being a part of anything. So I don't know. I'm not a religious per se person, but I'm spiritual. Right. But if any city or town needs prayer back in the just to see, we tried not doing it. So let's try doing it, coming together, doing it. It's so many parents burying their children in that one city alone. Right. And people that's in the city, in that town, love saying, well, they're killing everywhere. People dying everywhere. But it means more when you're coming from a small town where everybody knows everybody. You know what I'm saying? It's Miss Charlene's son or daughter killed Mr. Charlie's nephew. You know what I'm saying? It's like everybody know everybody. So it's like, that's the difference. Yeah, killing is everywhere, but when the town is smaller, the people are more connected than, say, in Atlanta, or New York, or Dallas, or Houston. So we need to come together. Drugs play a factor in it. Now we have the police killing. It's like killing the citizens in the city, and nothing's being done. The mayor is not stepping up. You have to go to the senators and the governors. It should, and I think knowing Shani, she gonna contact Trump, but right. she gonna make some justice. It's just crazy. But shout out to the Morgan family. I hated to hear that news, and we're gonna take we're gonna take a break. I'll probably play some old clips, but Christmas and New Year's we're not gonna go live, I don't think. Okay. And if we do, it'll be in and out. But shout out to the Morgan family, man. You guys in the prayers. I just hate to hear that. And there's a couple of more too that passed in the last week and a half. But someone brought to my attention to Morgan. Strop City's DMX is what I called him because he kind of taught to act, look a little bit like DMX. You know, cool kid, but yeah, R.I.P. to the family. So let's dive into the Speak On It podcast tonight. What's happening, Austin? Welcome to the stage. What's going on with you?
Man, how's it going? What's up with it?
Yeah, George say what's happening. He doing what it do. George is the outspoken one. He ain't holding his tongue. Okay, so we're gonna open it up, and I want to get George's opinion on this one, and then Austin, you chime in. But lately in the news, my man Travis Hunter been in the news. Okay, not only for being the Heisman Trophy winner, they've been watching the actions of his lady, the words of his lady, and they're saying that, you know, she's older than him, and they did a podcast, well, a little live. It wasn't a podcast. They did a live where they were sitting up talking, and similar to the Tyrese situation, he said that he wasn't her type, and at first she left him in the DM for a few months, and then she went ahead and started communicating with him. As we had a run-in with Gen Z a couple of weeks ago, Gen Z don't cut you no slack, okay? So then she tells him, they got another clip of her saying, okay, so we're not gonna disrespect each other or talk out loud or over talk each other in public, okay? And he's agreeing, you know, and all that. So now they're trying to say that she really don't like him. She's with him because of what he's about to become, which we've seen that, we've heard that. But I have different, you know me, I'm outside the box, so I have a different mind frame. But everybody says she runs him, she rules him, and he's allowing her to. And if he marry her, she's gonna run the relationship, probably spend up all his money, mess over him, and you know, and ruin his career. So I don't know, but I have my thoughts. But what's your take on the Travis Hunter and his girlfriend situation if you don't follow it? But shout out to Colorado, Deion and the whole team, Shedeur Sanders and all them, Deion Sanders. Shout out to everybody over there. They did their thing this year. They showed up and showed out. With all that doubt last year, they shut some mouths this year. And I think it's only going to get better. But can he replace Shedeur? But that's another topic. But here we go.
Well, I mean, she's just indicative of what a lot of women represent to these young men out here. She's making it clear. She just stated who she is. She's not really interested in him as a person or what he has to offer as a man or as a human being. She's looking at him as a potential investment. She invests her time and her body into him now, and she'll reap the rewards financially later. But she's just being upfront about it. So, you know, I'd rather have somebody call me something in front of my face than behind my back. But she's just showing who she is.
That's one way to look at it. I didn't see it like that. But when I look at her, she's not the most attractive thing.
Exactly. She's not.
Even though she says he's not, he didn't attract her physically, like
right,
the look.
But see, she never mentioned anything about what did attract her to him. She never mentioned anything about his personality. She never mentioned any quirk that he has. And oftentimes, these young ladies that are like this usually aren't the best looking themselves. So, you know,
she thinks she the shit. And she was like, I've dated other races. She went from dating Mexican. She's Puerto Rican, she says. So she says she dated another black guy. She dated a white guy. But she did say he's a good person.
Yeah, but if he's such a good person, then why you dogging him out like that? Then why you gonna put him out there like that? You know what I'm saying? Why are you gonna make him look bad?
Then she did a live. She went live trying to clear up everything that social media was saying.
Right.
But when you dealing with Gen Z, and that's their generation, you just gotta take that trolling, man. You just gotta take that, because Gen Z does not play. You know, it could be somebody could have a serious accident, get ran over in the middle of the street, and Gen Z gonna make memes, they gonna joke, they gonna clown. They do not take shit serious. So he's in that generation. So he might as well get ready. Like when Tyrese did his little cry, meme. Jordan did his little speech and started crying. It's a meme. You know, that's the late Gen Ys and the Gen Zs. So he a part of that generation. So he's gonna get trolled, man. That's a trolling generation. He's gonna get that.
And you know, the thing about this generation Z, is that, you know, the only thing they take seriously is all this woke trash that they love to propagate and throw out. And so if it's not woke, they don't pay too much attention to it. So,
hey Dizzle, what is that?
What's
and what
up?
it do? What it do?
What's up, baby?
The man that came on here, that man that came on here and just shook the podcast up. And when we got through, I started.
And I love your topics, bro. Listen, I wasn't even I wasn't a college fan. I did not watch college ball until Dion hit the scene. When I say I watch all their practices, all well off media, all reach the people, all Uncle Neil, I'm in there. Like when it comes to this subject, oh bro, I had to chime in.
Well, I listened to you. I did the rewatch yesterday, and you've been knowing me forever. Yeah. You and being that I'm on the level, you know, where I'm at now, I can't do and say a lot of stuff that you know I would normally do or say.
But I can say it for you, baby.
You feel that void. Yeah, that's what I was saying. You know.
I got you.
So I'm like, you say the shit that I can't say.
I say what you think. I say what you think and can't say. I
helped raise this man. So I was like, okay, he done read from the Black Book already.
Yeah.
And so and when you watching this, you like, man, he really want to say this. Hold up, why Black ain't saying this? Yo, listen what he said. This ain't Black. That ain't Black.
I promise, bro. I was listening to you.
Now you got all your man. You get it up.
I was listening to you talk out like black being politically correct. Let me get on this thing. I said, hold on. I was watching it. I was about to put some girls on, you know, let them chime in, but you was being too soft. You know what? You know what I think Travis don't understand? I watched him respond to everybody about that girl. He was, stop hating. Y'all ain't got no girl. He ain't understand. You in the public guy, bro. You about to be the face of the NFL, right? You got, excuse me, y'all. You got a lot of things going on. The public, they scrutinize. They gonna watch your every move. They gotta understand. They gotta get a publicist. They gotta get somebody to tell them how to move because they not understanding. He trying to take pictures with people.
Yeah, that's what I was saying too. He's young.
She not aware.
And he got a lot of growing to do. At least he's going through this while he's young. And hopefully he's mature enough.
They're not, bro.
I don't want
they don't understand.
I just don't want her to run and start spending up his money and use like so
I don't even think it's about a prenup.
I don't want that.
Man, I hear a lot of people saying he need to get a prenup. I don't think it's about a prenup. They need to understand their life will never be the same, bro. With fame comes through. Then come people all in your business, man. So you got to actively hide what you got going on. Like me and my girl got a thing. When company over, I say what the fuck I want. If I want to call you a bitch, I call you a bitch. But when they leave, you got it right. I ball up, baby. It's like, oh shit, I know. I'm sorry, man. I'm trying to get away now because she's about to whoop on the nigga. You know what I'm saying? Because company gone. But while y'all there, oh shit, man, you think I'm wild as a motherfucker. Time you leave, that door closed, I'll be trying to beg and plead, baby, please don't do it to me. Listen, I'll be trying to explain then. But why they there? Because you got to understand, you got to play your part. First, you got to know you got a part to play, and then learn to play it. She don't think she got a place. You know, when in the eyes of the media and all of the people, you got a place. And you need to learn that place and get in it. You know, it ain't being chauvinistic. It's just being real. Y'all got too many eyes prying into your private life. If you want your life to be private, then keep it private.
But when I seen the clip, honestly, I didn't see nothing wrong with her saying, you know, in front of company or in front of people, you know, if it's something she do that bothers him or vice versa,
Which clip
they
you
don't
seen?
act out in public.
No, that ain't what I'm talking about. So you see their response, but what the people going crazy about, just like he was after the Heisman, right? First, when he got his Heisman, Deion had to tap her to make her stand up. After the Heisman, he taking pictures with different fans. She's sitting on the couch cursing, telling them to hurry the fuck up. She ready to go. Wait a minute, little bitch. Know your place. Shut the fuck up while all these cameras around, giving them all this fucking, you giving them material.
She didn't practice it.
She don't know. Ain't nobody teaching them because she giving them material. Once you get material, they get paid for that. They get paid to talk your business, and your business would be. They will clickbait, they will troll, they'll do whatever because they getting money for doing this. So stop giving them material. Be active in trying to keep motherfuckers out your business instead of just being you. You can't be you no more. You're famous. You know, a lot of people struggle with fame. You know what I'm saying? See, I'm hood rich, so I understand. You know what I'm saying? I'm hood famous, baby. Around the hood, I gotta present myself a certain way. When I get inside these closed doors, I might listen to some Britney Spears, not out there in the motherfucking block.
Yeah, you gotta play some UGK. You gotta play some 8-Ball and MJG.
Exactly. You gotta play chess, baby. This ain't checkers no more. And that's what she getting mixed up at. I don't know about the prenup because I really don't know his girl. Like he said, we don't know his girl, but we know what she's letting us see.
Now.
Yeah, he is, but it makes him look stupid because I heard him stop. Oh, y'all worried about me? Hey, bro, they gonna worry about you. You the face of the fucking NFL for the rest of your life. If you worth anything, they're gonna be all in your business. Ask LeBron. You see, you'll never get nothing from Savannah. When do you hear Savannah talk?
I don't know. Lately, she been running her mouth lately.
It's 20 years in. Oh, she done earned a spot where she can talk. She's a standalone.
She's trying to make it look like LeBron not who we think he is. So she's trying to pack it in a negative kind of way. You need to check that out. We're gonna, Okay,
I'm gonna check that out. But she earned that. When she first came into the league, she was a tag along. She was along with his fame. So she didn't say a damn thing. Now she got a name.
She was quiet all this time.
Hey, that's right. So she got the right.
I don't know what he done. I don't know what he done said, but yeah, she started trying to act a little bad last week. And yeah,
that's
we
what
love
happened.
to hear the women's opinions. So if any woman want to chime in, then we love
that's
that.
What happened when you spend 20 years with somebody, man.
She threw on a sexy outfit and took a photo, and so I don't know what's going on, but yeah, she was one of the most respected out of the athletes. Wives,
fucking right.
But she trying to do a thing.
Not Tom Brady. Who else wife that was? There was
Tom
Nick Saban
wife showed out on him too. Then she divorced his ass.
I mean, but shit, after 20 years, she no longer a tag along. She a standalone. She can get on any stage and make money just by talking because her name is out there. She's famous through herself now because she's LeBron wife. Type shit. Yeah, but like Michelle, exactly. Michelle can do her own thing. When Michelle first came in, she need to shut the fuck up. Play your part because you're a tag along. Then everything you do gonna reflect on that man, and they need to know their place and know their part and play it. If you ain't playing your part.
A guy hit me up today. I was talking to him, and his payment had defaulted. It was NSF, and he tried to talk to me, and he was like, "You married?" And I was like, "What they got to do anything with? If you married, you know what I'm talking about." I was like, "No." He was like, his woman spend up the money. Like when you have a checking account, when they try to take the payment out, it takes 3 or 4 days before they actually get the payment. His wife would go in there and spend up the money. So when the payment hits for the company to get the payment, it defaults because, it's NFL. You don't have the funds in there. So I'm like, what do marriage or having a woman have to do with it? She gonna go in there and do that. I say, nah, bro, you need to put your foot down. You need to tell her that don't spend the money until the 7th. If the payment due on the 1st and they don't take the money out to the 5th, you don't need to start spending to the 7th. I say, but he act like he's scared to go in there and talk to his goddamn wife and tell her not to spend money. I'm like, dude. Then I told him, you need to get a separate account. You guys need to have a bill account and
right.
Or she need to apply for a credit card, and she gets that $1,000, $1,500, whatever, $2,000 credit card, and she spend on that credit card, and she pay that credit card back. She should not be dipping in the checking account that they pay bills in. But he had to talk to this damn woman. I like, nigga, you're gonna have to, you know what I'm saying, put your foot down. I say, okay, the new year coming. I say, why don't you just go to her and say, hey, babe, we struggled a little bit these last few years. Let's try this. If you're afraid to talk to her, and then be like, this is the bill account. We need to get us a separate account. Because if you can, why not just say, don't spend the goddamn money until the shit out the account? Because he'll say, well, I asked her, did she check the account? She don't check the account. She just spends. And I'm like,
was she like that before he married her though? So if this is not
I'm sure. And so
what I'm saying is why marry a woman like this? Why
first of all,
you get red flags up?
First of all, if you already have it established, then you're not gonna have to put your foot down because you've already established the rules and regulations.
Right. That's what I told him. I said, the reason you scared to go there and talk to her, I said, you done let this go on for so long that it's regular in the household now. I say the first time any red flag, first time a hair stand up on the back of my neck, I yell, we not doing, this is what we not doing. And then he was like, well, you know, she gonna get mad. Give the what's she gonna do? She gonna leave? Because she's mad?
You forget one thing, Wayne. The same thing you did to get her, you got to do the same thing.
Exactly. And you know what?
It depends on how you come into the relationship. Is when you can put your foot down.
You're right. I didn't think of that while I was talking to him.
Shit, because my wife
said so many times on this podcast. My girl's sister snuck us burgers out of McDonald's on our first hangout. Her sister came out there with a bag, you know what I'm saying, looking like a nigga, and we had burgers and fries in there. I didn't go to no expensive ass restaurant to try to show out on no first date. I didn't been there, done that. And when it's my person who I'm planning on having as my person, I'm not gonna do that. You're gonna like me for me. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna do that because you gotta do what it took to get her. You gotta keep that shit up. So if you buying you're taking her to $300 a plate restaurants, you gotta keep that up. You know what I'm saying? And I wasn't gonna do that. So she graduated to that as we dated and got more familiar with one another. She graduated, you know what I'm saying? But it just bothered me to hear a grown ass man, a super grown man. This dude was like 56, hollering about he's scared to go in there and say something to his goddamn wife about spending money.
See, from day you can tell from talking to him from day one, that woman get what she want, when she want, and how she want. And when you do it like that, like bro, like a lot of things I did, shit, I try to stop that shit now, boy. It be some brick walls up. Oh, okay, well, just go ahead. You know, like certain shit. You know?
Yeah, because you let it slide by, but I don't let it slide by because I believe in being.
I don't know, them motherfuckers walk through them booty shots, man. I mean, you can do what you want to, baby. You can do what you want to.
Fuck that. Nothing.
No, I mean, if I have an understanding with my wife, I let her do whatever it is she wants to do within reason. Right? Now, if she starts to overstep, then we have a conversation. But she understands where we are, what we're trying to accomplish, and we're on the same page. So if you're on the same page with your spouse or your woman or whoever, then you don't have these type of issues. Again, it's establishing everything in the beginning. So if you were afraid or you just let them run amok in the beginning, then yes, it's going to be hard to curtail their actions later on down the line.
I mean, also, James, you need to be careful even with your method because, you know, you let her do what she want up to a certain extent. But them motherfuckers, they play the long game, bro. Like, how long you been married?
It'll be 2 years coming up.
Oh no,
in
man!
March.
Don't say nothing yet. Just hold on. 'Cause
No,
let me explain
no,
to you.
no,
Let me explain to you, baby. I've been here 20 now. They'll take an inch. A real woman, oh, she'll take a centimeter and another centimeter next year. Boy, when 20 come up, you look up and realize, oh, this motherfucker got a yard. You hear me? And it's hard to take back what you give. You know what I mean? Because you're gonna get tired of putting your foot down on certain shit. Go ahead, baby. Ain't no big deal. I feel good about how this you did, how this part of the month this year
Not
went
me,
up,
bro.
and then you lose ground. And when you lose ground, you ain't getting that shit back. I promise you that.
Been there,
my
done
battle.
that.
Exactly. I done been through so many relationships. I know how this thing works. So, and I've been knowing this woman for quite a while. And I'm able, she understands me and I understand her. And that's why our relationship works like it does. So there is no giving an inch and you take a mile. If you get an inch, you take an inch. And I do the same. So we reciprocate those things. So again, it's when you're on the same page and you have an understanding and you have an established understanding from the beginning, then
And
you
that's
don't
what I
have
didn't
those type of
understand
issues.
with his situation. That's bills, man. And like I was telling him when I was talking to him, I said, she gonna have to stop that damn, shopping shit. You need a roof over your head. You know what I'm saying? You want lights on. You need water running. You need food in that refrigerator. And if she jumping up, spending your money like that, bro, I don't know. I didn't really know what to tell him except put your goddamn foot down, man. I mean, shit. All she gonna do is get mad. What she gonna do? Leave? If she wanna leave, help her leave. Shit. I mean, I didn't get that, man. That it kind of peed me off because I didn't get it. Because you paying bills, you trying to keep the lights on, you keeping a roof up, you paying a mortgage, and she's spending up that. I don't
also remember,
but it sounds like they're living at or above their means. Number one,
right?
She probably is because he was explaining to me, when she go in the store, she get this, she get that. I don't do that. I don't do that. I go get what I get. I'm gonna get what I get. But she want to get this, she get that. Then you need to make her take that shit back. That's what I would do if I seen her getting this, and that. And our bills need to be paid. This, and that. Finna go back to the store with the goddamn receipt. And what I love about today is you don't have to have the receipt. You're gonna pay for it on a card. Just present that card, and it goes back on there. We'll get that when we get some money in here. You go get you some extra. You get you a job for that extra shit you want.
But here's the thing: if your wife is spending money, that means that, and you're overcharging. That means that you don't have that money in there to begin with.
That's true.
So you have extended your finances to a point where you're overspending. So you can't really afford the house that you got.
And also, a lot of men fall into that trap when they become a quote unquote provider of not being transparent with their wives about their financial situation. A lot of guys,
man, if you married, your wife's supposed to know not everything, but majority of what's going on. You may not tell her everything, but finances, she don't know that.
But keep in mind, some of us guys out here, Superman. Man, my wife got me in jams, and every fucking time, Mr. Come Through. So a lot of them be like, fuck that. I know I'm gonna be okay. Awesome. I want to get this, I'm gonna get this. My husband's gonna fix that for me. And like a true man, I'm jump my ass out there and fix that. I can talk all that shit I want to. Like I say, you give them that inch.
I'm guilty of that. Austin guilty of that too. No matter what he say.
So going back to the title tonight, or the subject tonight. Okay. So a wife, right? So you automatically get that title once you say I do, right? Mm-hmm. Now it's what you do with that title. Is it just going to be a title, or is it going to be an active title? Meaning, are you going to do the things that you're supposed to do?
Yeah.
To be the helpmeet that people that believe in the Bible, a helpmeet to your spouse.
Right.
So yeah, if you're out there overspending and doing things that cause issues, problems, and concerns within the household and the marriage, then you're not upholding your responsibilities to that title.
It's true. And I think a lot of times people get the title of husband or wife confused. They think their title is what comes with it. It's like I say, a lot of times people want the wedding, but they don't want the marriage. And the title husband and wife on the surface don't mean too much of shit. It's what you grow into once you embark upon that role as a husband or a wife, because you may come in with all the tools and strategies in order to be a good spouse, but it's what you grow into. Is how you weather those storms. It's how you weather this 7-year thing that actually is real. So that's not a title that you're bestowed with, and all of a sudden, hey, you got a sense of impermanence with it. What it is, it's a fluctuating title because you have to earn it every day. It's not something that you earn once, say I do, and then you get it. Now you got to prove it every day.
We got the Rev on the stage. Hey,
Can you hear me?
I can hear you now, way better.
Okay. I can hear you now, way better. Okay. All right.
Echoing a little bit.
Turn it down from there. Turn it down.
Yes, sir. And get you some
Bluetooth Can you hear me now? Bluetooth headphones. They coming in. What happened, bro?
I said, get you some Bluetooth.
I'm gonna do that.
Or in between speaking,
so
just
when
mute
you're
your
ready
phone.
to speak, Rev, because I'm gonna have you on mute. When you're ready to speak, just put your hand in front of your face and I'll unmute you.
All right, but everybody got a different definition of what they call a wife. Mine is somebody that's willing to die with me. Live this life with me, and die with me. You know what I mean?
Right. Yeah.
Somebody who ain't gonna turn their back, gonna be loyal to the end, who gonna nurture me as I provide and protect. I'm looking for certain shit, and if you fit the, you don't got to do it every day, as long as you're the same person. You know what I'm saying? You don't have to prove yourself to me every day.
A lot of them don't, especially the new generation. What we grew up seeing with Big Mama and Big Daddy, and everybody want to throw away Big Mama and Big Daddy. And then what we seen Mom and Dad and them try and fail at. If you watched them, which I know Austin and I did, we watched Granddaddy, we watched our moms, and then we knew what we wanted and what we didn't want in our relationships. And so we took a little and a little. I don't think today's women know what being a wife, the duties of being a wife.
No, they don't.
The duties of being a husband, their duties. They want to put, we don't do the gender roles. It's not a gender role. There are duties. A man's role for being a husband, protect, you got to protect your wife. You know what I'm saying? You got to protect. You have to lead. Not many men are leading today. You have to be patient with her. You have to love your wife unconditionally. Even though we were saying, the conditional and unconditional, you have to love her conditional, unconditionally. You know what I'm saying? You got to fulfill the needs and wishes. We ain't saying be no goddamn fool, but you got to, within your means. You know what I'm saying? You have to treat her well. Spend time with her. You know what I'm saying? Be there for her. And, and all this stuff, I was qualified, but I wasn't quite certified, I guess we could say.
Mm-hmm.
Because when I got in it, I know what being a husband is because I grew up seeing it all. You know what I'm saying? But when I actually got in it for running the streets, doing what I do, I wasn't what I thought, because when you hit that first disagreement and you used to being independent. You got money in the bank. You ain't worrying about nothing and nobody, and been like that, pretty much all your life. When you first get that disagreement, you ready to say the hell with it. You know what I'm saying? I don't need this. And that's where I was. And it took my uncle some told me to call him, and he was the one who married us. And and before you get married, you go through all that counseling and you get closer to whoever, the pastor that's doing the counseling. And so
You gotta look at the subject of the
when I first got mad, I was ready to bail. And so I called him and was like, hey man, she did this, she did that, she went to my phone, and he was like, nigga, you need to sit your ass down. And this the pastor talking to me. He say, you have to learn how to lead. He say, and the way you talking now, you're not being a leader. He said, you blending in with everybody else. You're not a leader. He say, of course, in their relationship, y'all gonna have disagreements. But you married to her now. You can't just run. I can't just say get out. And so he taught me, instead of me, I, and my, it turned into we, us, and our. You know what I'm saying? So I had someone positive to pull me in and educate me on that, because I was like, this shit ain't gonna work. Maybe we need to, have a discussion. We need to talk so we can see what you're gonna do, what I'm gonna do. Yeah. But it's work, man. Being in a relationship, a serious relationship, man, that shit is work.
And here's the thing too, I was married 16 years and got divorced. And the thing is, the person that, or the kind of spouse, or the kind of spouse that you are when you first marry a person may not be the same person 5-10 years in. And the kind of wife I would require now is going to be radically different than what I needed 20 years ago, just based on life things. So that's something you got to look at too. Your definition of what, a man's definition of what's going to be a good wife to him may change, or a woman's definition of what's adequate, a good husband for her may change depending on life circumstances. So you got.
There's a basic thing, a wife's role.
But basics ain't basics.
Like Austin said, she has to be, what he said, healthy. Be a helper to your husband. Respect. That's what's missing, is that goddamn respect.
I tell you this, one thing I'm finding out here dating is that a lot of women don't know how to do that, and a lot of men don't know how to lead. A lot of women don't know, like me personally, what I require in a wife right now is somebody that's going to be supportive and bring me peace. And a lot of women don't know how to do that because they don't have it themselves. They hadn't seen it. So you got a lot of people getting married without knowing what they need as in terms of a spouse. So that's part of earning that title too, because one woman's title as a wife may look different than another woman's job description as a wife, depending upon her marriage and her relationship and who she is.
You have to love your husband. Submit to the leadership of your husband. Helping my husband become who God intended him to be. How it all fits together. It has to intertwine. So many women, the respect, I don't see respect a lot in a lot of today's relationships.
No.
They're not going to submit.
No.
They feel like submitting is they misinterpreting what submit means. But this is what motivated the topic of tonight. Right here. Hold on a moment.
I was married, never had a wife, but I was married. I thought that when you marry a woman, she then becomes a wife. And that's not the case. There's a lot of single women in this world who are wives. A woman being single doesn't negate her from being a wife. Just like a woman being married doesn't negate her from belonging to the streets.
That's 100% true.
So we looked at that and was like,
Black, I'm trying to get these women to chime in on that. I'm trying to get the women to chime in on the conversation. Y'all want some women point of view on this?
Yeah, they can come on. You know, I know that. I know, knowing you, they Gen Z.
They hold on. No, they were in their 30s. These 30. What you call a 30-year-old? What?
They Y and some of them Z.
Yeah.
There you go. They on there. Chime in. What y'all
Okay.
think about the subject?
That subject is real as it can get for me. When I say he hit it on the money, he hit it on the money. At the end of the day, y'all men choose who y'all want to marry. Y'all men choose who y'all want. Can I cook?
Yeah.
She's smart. She's smart. Women control sex.
Y'all men choose who
control the
y'all want to
relationship.
fuck with.
So she know that.
Who
She know
y'all
that.
want to fuck with at either time. Y'all men have 3, 4, 5 women out here. And no matter, and y'all gonna have one good. Y'all gonna have somebody y'all gonna creep with, and when y'all want to call, when the other one messing up, it don't even matter.
But you know what? Sometimes though,
whoever that is, you telling them you done told them our secrets.
Oh,
I say this all the time on the podcast. Men have at least every single man. If he a real man, he gonna have at least 3 women that he messed with. It's gonna be the one he's living with, the one he said.
Hey, hold on. Y'all continue that. Allegedly. Just make sure we throw that out there because we got people out here who live is in danger from your
single.
conversation.
Majority
allegedly.
of the single men.
Yeah, when you single.
Single men.
Like
Okay.
Women have their what you call it? Their rosters.
Women got rosters.
Okay, yes, and y'all have y'all rosters. Am I correct?
What's that?
Single men and married men have their rosters. And it's no denying that. Now,
married men that's not happy, or that don't 100%
you're right.
respect his
married men that are not mature in their relationship.
Mature are happy
Say that,
with
yeah.
his mates. Yeah, they're gonna have 2 and 3. Yeah. But that's why I tell people, when you're looking for your person or trying to get married, find someone who you like, who you really care for.
Right.
Find someone who fits majority of the checks, whether it's physically, mentally, because if I'm going somewhere and I see something and I'm like, wow, that bitch bad, I'm gonna have something bad, just as bad at the crib compared to me wanting to, damn, that bitch bad. Then I'm going home to something that I know I'm not attracted to.
Yeah, because men don't settle. I mean, I ain't never seen a man fuck with a chick that he wasn't attracted to unless he was getting financially compensated.
Right.
You know what I'm talking about?
Financially compensated, one night stand, or
or socially coming, because he might be socially awkward, and he got to get an awkward man.
Some men have to get what they can get. Now, come on.
Right.
Yeah, I just want to say I try to be nice. I try to be politically correct, calling them socially awkward. I ain't want to say some of these niggas just got to get what they can get.
We're not politically correct on here. Some folks.
Yeah, some of these niggas just ugly. They ain't got no game, man. Or they dick small. They ain't getting no pussy. So yeah, some of them got to take what the hell they can get. But the men around here who hung low, got that bread, got social status, we gonna fuck who we want. We ain't gonna fuck who we can fuck. Just not gonna happen, bro. I don't go. I can turn down so much pussy. Don't make no sense. I was like, hell no.
But that girl, the one who was just talking about the married men, she know quite a few married men that she probably either ran into or had been in her DM.
Look, she was saying something about the side chicks or something. I was like, hold on, maybe no.
Yeah.
What you say about the side chick? Yeah, I throw people under the bus around here. I know. So yeah, tell them what you were saying.
She got married.
And D Black, that ain't me. D Black, that ain't me.
Oh, that ain't my wife either. That's our little friend.
Oh, I know. I said the one who said that probably got somebody in her DM.
You know, my wife talking in the background. She want to say something. You know how shy she is. She got opinions, all the opinions in the world behind the camera.
Well, can't nobody know who she is, but the people that know her. So
But whoever that was though that was speaking, that's she real. She on her shit.
Right.
She too on her shit. I'm like, she read that. Act like a woman, think like a man.
My brother, I sure appreciate that, cause that's how I like to stay. And
act like a woman, think like a man type shit. You gotta whoever dating her.
Now, at the end of the day, now let me tell you something, brother. At the end of the day, I am real. I am a woman. I take care of my own. I've been taking care of my own, but hey, I got two brothers. I got two brothers. I better think like one. I don't got no sisters. But at the end of the day, I'm a grown woman. I take care of my household. I take care of my children. I hold it down. So I'm basically a man and a woman, right? I don't have a husband.
No, you're
I don't. Okay, so let me just say this. I don't have a husband. All of what they call it. Oh, I can't even think of the word right now that I'm looking for. But all the I want to say it so bad. It's on the tip of my tongue. I can't think of the word.
So you say
I got it. All the prospects. Okay, yeah, I got it. I just had to think about it. All the prospects.
Smoking though, AD. I'm gonna be down there. I'm gonna be down there in January. Around January 18th, 13th. I'm like 13th.
Yeah,
I'm definitely gonna scoop you up, my nigga.
Bet. You know, I ain't doing shit. I'm sitting home getting fat. Somebody got to get me out this motherfucking gym.
Look at Ram. Ram over here like, okay, but hey, I just say no to drugs. But I still need some of that to pay on because they feeling good over there.
Hey, we do not take drugs, though.
Keep you feeling good.
I fuck with flowers.
Gonna feed you, and he gonna get you fucked up.
Yes, indeed. But you gonna get some good Hennessy and some good flour. We ain't fuck with no drugs.
You gonna drink
that shit in my system.
And he don't mind spending that money on something to eat. If he hungry,
and be careful. Be careful with any kind of brownies, any kind of treats. I ain't worth shit. I'd be like, yeah, you smoke, nigga.
Let's go back to her talking about these prospects. I want to understand what she was saying about the prospects. Because I didn't
hold on. Let's go back to the prospect. Follow up on that prospect. What you were saying?
Yes, I do. Okay, so prospects is what I'm saying was that I've had them. Like, yeah, I'm gonna marry you. I'm gonna do this to you, and that's why I call them prospects, nigga. Because I'm still not married. I'm still holding it down by myself. So yes.
How many kids you had?
You had some lying ass niggas, is what you had.
That's all that was. And who? I don't need them. And why I still been holding them down by my motherfucking self. And it's okay. Right, it's okay because single mothers and women out here are making it better than you mean.
Well, I would say this too. There's a lot of single fathers out there in the same boat.
Yes. Do you understand for these past couple of years, I've seen more men get custody of their children. Huh?
Somebody got they shit up.
Yeah. No, it's good.
Okay,
it's good.
I've seen more men get custody of their children.
Yeah, I'm
in
one of
these
them.
past 3 or 4 years. Then I'm talking about mamas just running out. They don't give a damn about the kids.
I'm thinking I was one of the first.
Yeah.
Who was one of the first?
I was.
I got mine years ago. I got
mine.
Years ago.
And everybody in the city was saying,
and as a woman, as a single,
everybody was saying in the town, and I went to court and won.
Yeah, it was a fight.
Okay, but and let me applaud all you men for that, and I congratulate y'all, and I'm grateful for y'all because single mothers like me, I don't get that. I never got it, and from me seeing men out here doing that, because back in the day, hey, fuck them kids. Fuck that bitch. You don't want to let me see them. They, y'all doing, but these past 3 or 4 years, y'all have been on y'all shit, and I congratulate you guys that
No,
y'all
I
really got y'all
congratulate you
babies and
for
got
actually
custody.
being a
And mama
mother.
ain't got nothing. I hope they paying y'all child support.
No,
You know,
Yeah, no, I didn't want nothing from mine. I just wanted her to
I'm
leave me the
doing it
hell
on my
alone.
own.
But that was support enough. Leave us the fuck alone. That's all I want.
That's all I
the
want.
worst thing that the government has done was cut out abortions.
Okay, when it comes to women wanting child support, and now most of you guys just said, to correct me if I'm wrong, y'all don't want no child support. Am I correct?
We couldn't
Let's
get it. We
go.
wanted it. We couldn't
That's
get it.
correct. No, you can get it.
No,
I
you
just
could have
didn't
got
want it.
it.
What I'm saying is, to me, in my case, it wasn't worth the trouble. It wasn't
I
worth the
want her to leave. I just
Right
wanted to
on.
be left the hell alone.
Yeah,
Right on. Right on. And I congratulate y'all for that. And y'all are awesome motherfucking men for that. Cause these greedy niggas out here, just like these women, they pay me. Do you know how many women I was locked up with on child support? Cause they weren't paying.
Well, y'all started it.
Yeah. Hey, y'all. It's
No, I'm just being honest right now. I'm just no. It was, one day, and I'm just being honest. I was appalled by how many women went to. Hey, I was on another side. I ain't lied to you, baby. How many women went on that side for child support court?
Let me chime in on
You know they gotta get that paper.
I say this. Good for their ass. You know why? Because y'all didn't have a motherfucking problem in the world when the white women started that women's movement, this feminist shit, and y'all joined y'all goofy ass right in with them because the black man was coming home bringing you the check. And you still took your goofy ass over there and jumped into that conversation and the white folk and got niggas in fucking jail and fucking up homes, got our kids out here running wild because they ain't got no structure. And now y'all want to complain when the tables turn, bitch, you reap what you sow. I hope you hoes be locked down like them niggas. I hope all your life be rough. You shouldn't have started some shit you ain't want to fucking finish. I'm just being real.
A lot of men are putting women on child support and making them pay alimony now.
Yep.
Yeah, I don't believe in that shit. Like you say, Black, I'm with you. Man, leave me the fuck alone. That's what I want you to do. I want you to get the fuck away from here and don't come over here until holidays. And when the holiday over with, take your motherfucking ass on. I don't need nothing from you. But women don't think the same. You know, we always a fucking, we a bag. They trying to get that bag. So some of these niggas, I applaud them niggas that say fucking and being petty. I love super petty niggas that give it right back to them the way they got it. You know what I mean? I ain't mad at them.
That's what's up.
Now peep this here. This for the Rev right here. This for the Rev. Peep this one.
It is not marriage that makes you a wife. A man will leave to go and join himself to someone who's already a wife. He that finds someone who's already a wife finds a good thing and obtains favor from the Lord. There are too many women hoping that they'll find a man who will make them wives. It doesn't work that way. You must be a wife before you are found. Men are not looking for girlfriends. Men are not looking for hot chicks. Marriage is for wives. It is not the altar that makes you a wife. You're already a wife. Therefore, the man finds you already wifing and simply joins you wifing.
So you have to be wife material. Hold up. Rev got something to say. Hold up, y'all. Hey, Rev, turn your volume down a little bit. We can hear you. Turn your volume down on whatever you're listening to. Turn it down a bit. A lot. When you barely hearing it.
Okay, can you hear me now?
Let's see.
Can you hear me now, fellas?
That's better. Turn it down a little bit more. Turn it down a little bit more.
All right, that's my. Can you hear me now?
Yeah, we hear you. Go ahead.
Okay. First of all, the Bible says, "He that findeth the wife," like the preacher just said. You got to think about that first part. He that findeth the wife. You're not a wife when he finds you. You're not a wife when he marries you. You're a wife when he finds you. That means you should already be doing that which a wife's supposed to be doing when he finds you. You don't wait till you get to the altar and put some paper on you, then you become a wife. You start do this like a virtuous woman, Proverbs 31 woman. Proverbs 31 woman takes care of her house, take care of her children, her husband, and she has favor in the community. It starts there. You don't wait till you get to the aisle to become a, oh, come on, go away. You don't wait till you get to the aisle to become a wife. You watch Big Mama and Mama them back in the day, how they did things when they was already married, common law married. They was already married. Look how they took care of the house. Husband got up with the work, everything was in order, clothes laid out, all that other stuff. When they got home, he got the first piece of chicken. You better not talk about getting the first big piece of chicken if you're a son, because you're going to get your mouth, get hit in the mouth. The husband got that first piece of chicken. Then the husband ate, then everybody else ate. So now what we have is women that claim they don't need men because the men are not where they're supposed to be. And for those that is like Ant and Wayne and my man right there, Austin, for those of y'all that's where y'all at, I applaud y'all because y'all are men. But men need to step back where they belong, because too many of our men are trying to play the same game women playing, and they're winding up out on the street. Now our young boys are suffering.
Let me tell you why Big Mama and Papa don't make it in this society. Don't make it in this society today. Somebody up too loud. Mute for 1 second. Let me tell them something, Black. Because it's echoing. Look, the reason being is, like I said, when Big Mama and them was together, he was coming home bringing her the check. She was taking care of the household. And then the white folks came in with this women's movement, this women's rights shit. And the black lady left the home. And the government said, if you keep that nigga out the home, I'm going to give you a check. And if that nigga don't pay child support, I'm going to send him to prison, which separated the house. Now you got kids being raised by not Big Mama and Pawpaw, but just by Big Mama. And Big Mama can't give them everything they need. So they grow up not knowing how to. So it ain't the man's fault he don't know how. If you would have took your ass over there in the first place, mess with them folks, trying to be like somebody else and just kept our thing the way we had our thing. Like the black dollar used to go through the black neighborhood 10 times before it left out. What happened to that? Motherfuckers trying to be accepted. I ain't mind segregation. Segregation kept us in our own spot, making our own money. That's right. The thing is, trying to be somebody else has destroyed the black community, the black family a long time ago. You just seeing the effects of it now. And it's stressful, but shit, way back then, we should have been putting our foot down. When they were taking their ass to the marches and been snatching them black girls up, sit your motherfucking ass down and get this damn check.
Well, here's the thing. So now these days, men are looking for women with manufactured bodies and mediocre pussy, and that's all that they're requiring. They're not looking for a woman of substance. So
well, I'm out here paid, and I'm trying to find a woman of substance that can provide me peace and support in my career, and partnership and friendship, and it's hard to find.
Well, so it's really hard to find out there, George.
It's hard to find because now women have adopted that. Long as I look good and have my manufactured body and give you some mediocre pussy, then I'm everything.
But when would they wake up, Austin? You can only.
But the thing is, they would have never been this way if you'd have kept the family structure the way we had it.
Right.
If you would have took your butt over there trying to achieve something that was unachievable, we'll still be great. You're trying to be somebody else. That's why they wear them. That's why they wear the straight hair and the Brazilian booties. You know, it ain't black booties.
Here's something else that you're missing. So the government, what government and corporations started to do, they said what we'll do is we'll start giving black women higher wages. We'll reverse what's in the household. Women now bring home more money than the man. So now women are going to feel more liberated in their relationships.
But see,
So
that's not bad.
That's why they feel like they
Yeah,
don't need
but
a
see,
man.
that's not bad if the black man can be in the household. But what I'm telling you, when they really started to break it up, is when they started giving them checks. They start giving them the money, and you can't get this money unless that nigga ain't in the house.
Yeah,
That's
but
what destroyed us.
a black woman that's the breadwinner that came from nothing, that's power to her. And she can't wait to tell a nigga to get out. This is my house. That's my car.
That too, they get power, they get drunk with power.
There was something that I saw that said that the more educated a woman is, the more likely she is to be single.
True.
And that's
I believe that's true.
But you know why?
Educated women that I know, they are single.
Because they don't need a, they didn't got to the point they don't feel they need a leader. They don't need someone to lead. They want to be equal partners. But then when you tell them to eat, like, okay, they want the same pay. They want the same respect. But when the motherfucker break it in the house, the first thing she do try to push you. I'd be like, nah, bitch, you go out there. Remember, we 50-50. It's your time to go defend the motherfucking house. Take the pistol, squeeze. Don't blink. You know, I give it to them how it is. That's why I say I'm glad the niggas putting them bitches on child support. Wake up, motherfucker. Stop doing this shit.
So don't blink.
Don't blink.
Again, so what has happened is the education and the money that women make now have made it easier to devalue what a man means to them.
The black man.
Until they need that man. Until they in a stress where they need to be protected. They need to be nurtured.
I'm gonna go farther than that, AD. I'm gonna go farther than that. Not only did he give her more pay, not only do he pay her to keep the black man out, but he made devices like the rose and all that shit where she feel like she don't need no man. So when she getting the money, we saying, well, she still gonna need us to come by there every now and then and stroke her. Now she got the rabbit,
she got a rose, man.
She
got dildos. They got dildos bigger, 20 times bigger than mine. I'm like, bitch, why you putting that at? Like, I don't understand. I got some gay friends, right? That motherfucker come over here one time with her book bag. She had a little girlfriend. They done got into it. She done cut the book bag up. This bitch come out with a scrap on. I'm like, I know you're not fucking that good with that. Lord have fucking mercy. I can't compete. I can't do nothing with that.
That makes it hard for a brother. And like I've said so many times on here, God bless.
They don't need nobody to lick that click. Fuck the man in the boat. They got a rose. That rose makes shit right. I mean, you right now. The motherfucker get the little toy. I don't allow toys in my house.
I was gonna say, can I get one?
Look, you heard her. I don't allow toys. The mother want the little gay girls come on. They got the book bag. I make them leave the book bag.
Open his mouth and fuck some shit up. He gonna have a rose in that bitch for Christmas. Well, he gonna have a rose in that bitch for Christmas.
Shit, it must be a naked female named Rose.
And then he gonna be out thinking he finna come home and lay up in it for about 15 minutes, and she gonna be the already wore out, sleep on it.
That's why I can't fuck with them things, because if we doing a little poly, we got a poly relationship. We got a girl. I can dictate if you fucking with that girl. I can't find that Rose, a motherfucker. You be laying right on side of me, fucking it up. I'm talking about. I'm ready. I'm thinking about what I'm gonna do. I get up, you snowing. Oh,
hey, you can't get nothing. You can't get nothing, but go get you a straw out the kitchen and come back in there and just all that cream. That's all you can do, bro.
Man, I'm on.
You better be going to the
I make them little gay girls, but they come on in, they got their book bag, leave that in your car. They don't come past my threshold. I don't play with it. They don't catch me slipping.
Ain't gonna go in there thinking he finna taste that pussy. She just gonna hand him the rose. He got the tongue kissed it.
She talking about I'm done. Nigga, I don't even look. They gave him food stamps, welfare, and a rose. Nigga, we out the dope, man. I don't give a fuck. I don't need you. We gotta change the way we do things now.
And then all she missing then is the weed man, so she can get up
3.5. And every now and then she gonna let him fill on the little button and get a free bag. It ain't gonna be no big thing. They don't give a damn. Mine can't.
The
That's why
girl
mine.
left a comment on my previous post that I would like to address, and based on what I was saying is how a lot of times, or as a wife, not a lot of times, but as a wife, you should be selfless. You can't be selfish, right? And a lot of times that when we're unhappy, we'll leave based on our unhappiness, and now we're taking the children with us or whatever. Well, a girl did leave a comment, and she was like, so pretty much F the wife's happiness, and we're just homemakers and baby makers. No, that's not all you are. But again, being a wife comes with what? That responsibility, right? And it's like y'all forget what a wife is supposed to do. We have become so modernized that we forget the basic task, the basic core tasks. But let me tell you what core tasks we don't forget about. What our man's supposed to do, what our husband is supposed to do, right? He can't just pick and choose when he feel like providing. No, just like we shouldn't be able to pick and choose when we feel like handling our responsibilities, right? It's almost like women treat being a wife like it's a issue, or like it's a burden, when really a true wife and a woman that has the wife mentality is overjoyed, or loves doing for her family, loves being that homemaker, loves being that baby maker and tending to her children. If you're having, issues with doing those things, sweetie, you're not wife material.
You gotta marry a wife. She gotta want to be a wife. And like I say, when I first got in my relationship, I thought I knew what being a husband was until I saw the work. As I was used to, when I'm unhappy or I'm mad, I'm used to cutting people off. Get out. You don't have to be here.
Or leaving the state, not coming back for a bit.
Yeah. But once you say that I do, and y'all living together, you became the provider, you the leader of the household, man. When I saw that, because I did the live-in shit, you know what I'm saying, man, and it's different because the live-in shit, we can both say fuck it and leave. You know what I'm saying? Fuck you, we out. But you done went through all that hell, you done went down the altar, butterflies in your stomach, you didn't want to do that, you done spent a shitload of money on this damn wedding. And now you in the relationship. She didn't, after the wedding, shit gets real when you leave the wedding and y'all go into that house with the key. Real nigga shit. When you then said that I do, because we did a destination wedding. So when we got back to the crib and that key went in there, unlocked that door, and you walked in the house with her, the family, the kids, shit got real for me. And I was like, damn, nigga, because I didn't play with the love thing. I don't play with the marriage thing. So I never did that shit. Majority of my friends and people that know me, family, was like, man, we can't believe you did that, because I was so kind of against it, because I was Jody for so long.
Better late than never.
And I know all the tricks of the trade. I know how them women have these men working their jobs, and they calling me, and I'm picking them up, take them to the hotel while that guy at work, or she leave and walk up the road, and I pick her up and we go and do what we do. So I didn't want that. I'm like, I'm gonna stay single and we gonna keep fucking over him. I don't want nobody. I don't want nobody to call mine. I'm gonna keep messing with his girl and his woman and his wife. That was gonna be my life. I was gonna have me a 3-woman roster, and you on Wednesday, she on Friday, and I get her on Sunday. And all y'all got to be gone before my son get up to go to school.
Question, Black, like real shit. Like, for me, this how it happened. I was just like that, right? I ain't give a fuck about no chick. When this one chick spoke to me, I never do that.
Dude,
like, I was just like that, but this one chick spoke to me
when I said the word with that one chick. I thought, because I know you, that was a phase, But then every time I looked up and I saw you, you were still with her.
You know how many homeboys then said something to my wife, and before they can get the words out their mouth, I knew? You know how many, like,
oh no, you
I had too many.
Now, on the cool, y'all, on the cool. I know his wife. He found him somebody that's for him. Because AD could not be controlled. He couldn't be handled. That was a loose fucking cannon. I don't know how he met her. God sent her to him or whatever. The creator.
You know what, Black? It's crazy how I met her. I asked, she was at Vicky Edmonds' house. You know, I got some rent houses. And Vicky called me over there because she wanted to rent one of my houses. And I was over there just chilling, living in one. I had other house I could have been in. But I was at that one and she wanted it. So she called me over there to tell me, basically, get the fuck out, let me get that one. And when I came over, it was a chick over there, my wife. I asked for a cigarette. She smiled, eyes glowing, cuz I swear to God, gave me a whole pack of cigarettes. I said, damn. So I came back the next day. I gave her like an ounce of weed, a pack of cigarettes, a filth. Like, when you do for me, I do for you. You know what I'm saying? So I'm still thinking, I'm just playing the field. I told you I gave her 10 racks. That nigga spent $20. Bro, I just knew. And she already showed me, you wasn't finna get it. You can try. I'ma know you tried, you son of a bitch. I might do something to you. But you wasn't finna get it. You know what I'm saying? She wasn't one of them. You know, I done fucked up a lot of niggas too. Shit, I still do. Shit, me and my girl gonna go fuck him over. You know what I'm saying? While he at work, we gonna bring him on over here.
So you know what I'm talking about.
But see, the thing is, when I met that one, I knew wouldn't do me no harm. I was stuck, man. It spoke to me. Did the same thing happen? Did you meet this when you said, I know this one right here would not do that to me?
Yeah, but I had trust issues. Hella trust issues. So
me too.
I put her through a whole lot of hell for about 3 years. And she stuck with me through all that hell. I'm talking about I gave her every reason to dot that door. And she wouldn't do it. So after that, I was like, you know what? Ain't no sense in, keep it torturing her. And all she wants is marriage. So why not,
Mine didn't even want to get married. She never mentioned it to me. Never once. But she always let me know. She just did wifey shit. You couldn't come at her like that, bro. Before I can get mad, she was already mad. When I spoke, she said, right at the end of every motherfucking word.
You got in 2 years, I know she's, because I know her now. She gives that mean persona. And people are not going to be quick to approach her because she just looked like, when y'all used to be at the club, that the expression on her face, a nigga gonna think 5 times before he say something to her majority of the time. Now they may catch she in a zone when she didn't, she mellowed out. But before she get mellowed out, her face expression, the last thing a brother want to do, and is say something to her. But that's if they don't know you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and if they do know me, they still know not to say nothing to my girl and do something to you. I ain't lying. You know it's my girl.
Don't play about
cool?
that.
Nah,
and
we cool.
I know you've had 1 or 2 that you thought you was crazy about, but
this one I was crazy about.
Like the one
but don't get it twisted. Random niggas saying something to my wife, to me, is a compliment. You know how many niggas I didn't think?
Yeah, because they don't
saying
know
something to my wife. I be like, hey man, I appreciate that shit, but it's me. You good? You heard me? But I appreciate that, boy. I got me some, huh? I wasn't even being sarcastic. I was really appreciating the fact that I got me something that everybody want to see and everybody want to have that don't know me. Now, if you know me, you fucking snake. I don't fuck with snakes. I will hurt you, bro, because you know me. So what the fuck are you doing? But somebody who don't know me, holler at my wife, they don't bother
you know
me
what?
at all, man.
It's this guy who I talked to down here. I used to talk to down here. His wife works with a lot of guys who be trying to get up. And his thing was, if he catch her, he gonna kill both of them. And I was like, dude, them guys don't know you. So why would you kill them? That's up to her to nip that shit in the bud.
And really, you know what you got. You know that motherfucker if she getting good or not, bro. Won't you just leave her? Like, you can't go find something better? You scared you can't find nothing better, so you go.
And I told Austin them this on this podcast about 3-4 weeks ago. Go back and watch the replay. His girl started sexting a guy, and he was saying that he can feel or taste the wetness, and she was saying she getting wet and all that old bullshit. So when he told me about it, I say, dude, he had already been bragging on leaving and going back to the city and state he was from and going back to his mom and all that shit. So when he told me about the sexting, the sex texting, I was like, dude, you need to leave. I say, you said you can leave at any time. You ain't worrying about that. I told him to leave. That nigga blocked me, unfriended me, all that bullshit, because I told him he need to go ahead and leave. When it gets to the point where your wife is responding to a text message saying she's getting wet and y'all not getting wet and steamy in the fucking bedroom, nigga, that shit's over.
Yep.
It's time for you to fucking leave, especially if you bragging about leaving. I ain't gotta be here, man. I can do this. I say, well, dude, you need to go ahead and exercise that shit. Because if she texting a nigga and a nigga texting her and saying that he can taste her wetness and she say she getting wet, nigga, that shit over. And
yeah, all that
as
talking
a
he's
friend,
doing.
maybe if you came to me like that and you like a brother, if you came to me telling me some shit that's going on, I'm gonna give you some real ass advice. Don't come to me if you want me to sugarcoat shit, because you know, because I heard you tell niggas when you used to have to come to my house to get things, you had them niggas in the road by the stop sign. Black don't want people at his house. I'm the only one who can go up here. You know, so I've heard you say that. And so you know me. So if you come to me, I'm gonna keep it to you. I'm gonna kick it to you 1,000. Black, she coming in late. I read text messages and she was saying she can't wait till she see him again. Nigga, that shit over. Now, I don't know what you did that got it to that point, but she ain't feeling you no more, bro. So you need to pack your shit. Work on, don't let her know, but be working on saving your money so you can move on, blah, blah, blah. That's what I'm going to tell you.
See,
so don't
what you
ask
missing,
me
though.
if you don't want the real shit, because I'm going to keep it 1,000 with people I care about.
Like, what you missing is he already know. She done already told him. At that point, bro, she didn't let him know.
She didn't
let him know she tired of him and she wanted him to go. And that's why he bragging about he can go home.
He didn't start putting his hands on her. And I told him, look, dude, I missed work one day. And the reason I felt so comfortable telling him how I felt, I skipped work one day and stayed over there counseling these fools for damn near 3 hours. I was like, you guys were motivation to us when we first met y'all. Y'all need to get back to that. And they was crying and kissing and shit. And then about 3 weeks later, he go this bullshit. And so he just started putting his hands on it. And I was like, nigga, if you got a beater, you don't need her. This nigga got a good ass government job. He barely go to work because he trying to watch his goddamn wife. He got one little camera in the back of the house, and he be trying to listen 24/7 on what's going on. Nigga, if you got to do all that shit, you don't need to be in that fucking relationship, bro. Get out of it. She's not wife material. But what it was, they came down here from another state, and they were ride or die for about 5 years. So he became, I'm gonna say they was ride or die for about 4 years. So he became comfortable. Men are quick to be content in relationships. We the first to say, I got it. You know what I'm saying? This is me. I'm good. So when she started working, they both started working at the same place. He ended up getting fired and had to go work somewhere else. So she was left there. So the guys and the females that was around her, girl, you might as well mess with this person, mess with upper management, mess with this and that. So I'm thinking she started participating in that because she started hanging with these other girls and ignoring him.
Call it what it is. Single bitches. Call it what they is. Single bitches.
Yeah.
They do it every time.
That's what it was. A married older woman in her 40s.
Should never hang with a single bitch.
24-year-old young single bitches that's into clubbing and fucking their way up to the top.
Yeah, they don't give a fuck who they fuck when they like that.
And so I told him good. I said, and you know, and he was so used to her and him being together 24/7, she can't go nowhere without him. If she want to go to a corporate function, she don't want him going, but he gonna call her 24/7. My girl and her can't go and get nothing to eat like a brunch or nothing without him on the phone. And I'm like, I ain't finna go through all that shit. It ain't worth it. There's too many women out here. George say he's struggling finding a woman. I don't think I'll struggle because I know what I want. I know how to sift through the bullshit. It wouldn't be, it ain't no issue. I don't feel like for me. But George say it's hard out there. This, that, it ain't hard out there if you know what you want.
When I was out there for a minute after my divorce, it wasn't difficult for me.
You know what I'm saying?
I ran into some that, hey, we hit it off. Some of them I didn't. You know what I'm saying? But it wasn't that difficult. You just bob and weed through them.
Just through the bullshit.
Yeah, exactly.
And everybody not gonna be wife material. But
Hey,
AD
bro.
truly got him a ride or die motherfucker, and there's so many rumors on how they got together and why they together and all that shit. But however it is, I salute him on his found situation because I didn't think AD would ever find what he found, just like I'm sure he didn't think, oh shit, that nigga done got married? Hell no, not Black. That's how
I'm telling you, Black, after she bought them cigarettes and I bought her that shit, I let Beacon move in my house. And I come over there every day and I just be talking to her. Just sitting on the porch talking to her, bro. And we just hit it off, bro. Like real shit. I was like, you want to go to Vegas? She was like, fuck yeah, we haul ass. Like simple. It wasn't much. Cause I had enough. I was fucking with like 2 or 3 motherfuckers when I met her. I was just being a hoe. She made me leave all them hoes alone without even asking me to.
Dude, like I said, you preaching to the choir. The same shit you went through is what I went through. And when I met mine, I told her though, I said, I got a lot of loose ends. You know what I'm saying? I got quite a few loose ends. So before we move into anything serious, let me clip some of these loose ends. And
I swear to God,
I said that.
you sound like me, boy.
Hell yeah, I got a lot of loose ends.
Yeah, y'all
because
were like
I wasn't
that.
expecting to find nobody. Period.
Yeah,
that
y'all were like
wasn't
that.
my pedigree. Settling down with nobody at that point.
Yeah,
Even
y'all were
Austin
like
used
that.
to be like, "You doing too much. You need to chill out."
I was never a hoe. I never did all those things.
Oh my God, I'm
gonna
gonna mute you right now. Hold on, because you full of shit.
There you go. There you go, Jay. Defend your honor. Don't let that man just throw you out. Allegedly.
Yeah,
allegedly he was.
That nigga, boy. Hey. Oh, hold on. Hey, didn't we go see him, AD, when all us together, we went to his house one time in Dallas?
I think so.
And he had a little red bone living with him that was sharing the room with him.
Every time I seen him, he had a different one. Every time I seen him, it was a different one. I don't even know it's good because I don't know.
It wasn't this and that. Because, we went to Dallas and we went to his crib.
Have I ever met
to Houston, though, but we went to
Have
Dallas.
I ever met any of your women more than once? I don't think I've ever met one girl and then seen her again with you. Now, you might be married, but I only seen your wife once. I'll probably never see her again.
And never saw her again. Every time that we went and saw that nigga, he came home. It was a different broad in the car with it.
Man, he wasn't a whore, though. You was just a structured whore. That's all that was.
No, it was me attempting to find the right person. I had to go through.
Hey, same thing. Same thing. Prospect.
It was a process for me trying to.
We went down there, AD. He
was a prospect. He was a prospect. Same thing.
And I remember that night because we ended up taking a wrong turn and we started seeing cows and shit crossing the road late at night. But he had a roommate that was in another room who he was also messing with, but she was helping him put the rent.
No.
Yeah. You
remember that? Because when Shaq or somebody was at a Popeyes or something, it was a basketball game in town. We seen some NBA people at a Popeyes or some not that far from where he stayed, and we went by his house. We didn't stay long, but we dropped by there, hollered at him, and his little roommate went in the room. We seen them talking. She went back in the room, but yeah, all us came down at one time, homeboy. We was there.
I understand that, and you saw people that I was in some stages with. So yeah, I understand what you're saying, but I never considered myself a hoe. I was trying to identify what I truly wanted in a woman, so I had to go through the process
So
of dating different women.
when women sleep with multiple guys, different guys within the same month, same season, they're just experimenting. They're not really hoes.
No, I mean it depends on how other people classify them or how they classify themselves. But me personally, that wasn't me. I was again trying to identify what it is that I wanted in a woman.
Wasn't
So
that Shaggy?
huh?
Wasn't
Shaggy,
that Shaggy?
what was Shaggy?
It wasn't me.
Well,
It wasn't me.
it wasn't. It
But
wasn't
yeah, boy, you hey, hold on, peep this one out. Peep this one. I'm thinking it's her.
A woman who doesn't understand what her role is not fit to be a wife. Your role is not to challenge your husband.
Right.
Your role is not to compete with your husband.
Right.
Your role is not to be an agitator or a nuisance to your husband because he's doing things you don't like. Your role as a wife is to be a homemaker and a spiritual provisioner. The better you are at your job, the better he is at his job. And his job is to provide, to be a leader, and to protect the trajectory of the relationship.
Okay, let me say this really quick, you guys.
That makes sense.
This is something I want to talk about really seriously. So I see a lot of people talk about this, right? And this is what I want to address. We are in a different time now. Back in the day, women could not work at all. So they had to marry a man so they can survive. Yeah, I think they had it right. They should have kept it like this.
Yeah.
But anyways, they had to marry a man or whatever the case is just to survive at that point. And so they had traditional roles, which was, I'm not at work all day. So I'm at home. I'm cooking. I'm cleaning. I'm taking care of the children. I'm making sure your lunch is packed. I'm making sure you're good. And I'm here to serve you.
All right, what do you think about that? Because I know you are totally against gender roles, but how do you feel about what she was saying?
Well, it's not that I'm against gender roles, because I just think that some things in a relationship switch at times because you have to fill in the gaps. So there are times when I have to take care of the baby. There are times when my wife takes care of the baby. There are times that I cook. There are times that she cooks. You know what I'm saying? So there's an ebb and a flow to the roles, the traditional roles of a marriage or a relationship, right? Because you have to work together in order to have a complete relationship. So one person doesn't get completely burned out, in the situation, and that's how a lot of marriages and relationships end, because one person just overexerts themselves, and so they burn out. Just like with any job, if you're doing this all the time and you're doing a 2-man job and you're just working, then you eventually get burned out on that position or on that job. And it's the same thing in a relationship. That's why you have to have a balance, and you have to help each other out at times in order to truly make a relationship work.
And so when she started coming in talking about times have changed and and all of that. My thing is this: she not understanding what he was saying with the purpose of a wife. He wasn't saying, barefoot, pregnant, and in the kitchen. He wasn't speaking on that. He was just mainly, what I got from it is he was mainly expressing what a woman's, role is. Just like a woman can tell they want a man who protects. They want a man who provides. He was just basically saying that, but being that she's part of the I'm single, I'm independent, I'm making my own money, she came across saying, when roles have changed, it ain't this, it ain't that. I think I see her as somebody who's got her own bag. She was independent.
Possibly.
And she was one of those I don't need a man type females.
Who was that?
The lady that was on the stage. I'm gonna play it one more time. People, she say though.
A woman who doesn't understand what her role is not fit to be a wife. Your role is not to challenge your husband.
Right.
Your role is not to compete with your husband.
Right.
Your role is not to be an agitator or a nuisance to your husband because he's doing things you don't like. Your role as a wife is to be a homemaker and a spiritual provisioner. The better you are at your job, the better he is at his job. And his job is to provide, to be a leader, and to protect the trajectory of the relationship.
Okay, let me
that
say this.
independent woman didn't want to hear that.
This is something I want to talk about really seriously. So I see a lot of people talk about this, right? And this is what I want to address. We are in a different time now. Back in the day, women could not work at all. So they had to marry a man so they can survive. Yeah, I think they had it right. They should have kept it like this.
Yeah.
But anyways, they had to marry a man or whatever the case is just to survive at that point. And so they had traditional roles, which was, I'm not at work all day. So I'm at home. I'm cooking. I'm cleaning. I'm taking care of the children.
Right.
I'm making sure
Okay,
your lunch
hold
is packed. I'm making sure you're good. And I'm here to serve you.
Her fat yellow ass wasn't trying to hear shit he was saying.
And again, I mean, the home, you even if you're going to work, right, as a woman, right, you still have to be a homemaker, right?
You weren't trying to hear that.
Yeah, I mean, and men, even though you're still going to work, you have to be a protector, right?
Right.
So those things, those traditional things or characteristics don't change. You still
The
have to
new
hold those things
generation
down.
don't see it like that, Austin. And like I say, we both had a bad. We both seen how Generation X came in here and showed they goddamn ass. That generation and the late generation Ys don't think that way. They feel like I don't need a man. I'm not for the dude go through the hell my mama went through. Dad was out there taking care of 2 or 3 houses. Dad had 2 or 3 outside kids on mama. I'm not going through that shit. So they went and got educated. And even if they're not educated, they moved up in the job that they're doing. And they feel like I don't need a man. And that's how that's their mindset. They'll settle for getting a little dick every now and then. Dick in the glass. When they get horny, they got Joe to call. They call John. They call Mike. And they just stay single. They stacking their paper. They got hundreds. They making 100,000 a year, and they got damn near 500,000 in the bank.
You know, the easiest thing is to be single, right? That's the easiest thing to do because you have options
And
being
freedom.
single.
And
Yeah,
freedom.
you have options. You're able to do. You can be selfish.
Yeah.
You can be selfish, but in a marriage is really hard and difficult, right? In a sense, because you're taking 2 people and trying to build, with different. You didn't come up the same way, different lifestyles, different thoughts, different ways of doing things.
It's tough, bro.
And sometimes different cultures. But So you don't have the ability to be selfish. You have to be selfless. Because if you're selfish in a marriage, then that a marriage is eventually going to crumble, right? Because somebody's going to feel left out, right? So the easiest thing is to not take on a responsibility of being a husband or a wife and stay single so you can do whatever you want to do. So when you decide to take on a wife or a husband, all that other stuff supposed to go out the window. But today you have too many people that are still staying in their selfish ways, trying to be in a situation that you supposed to be selfless in. And that's why you create such toxic relationships and then go into a divorce situation because you haven't become selfless and you're taking on a person that doesn't truly meet all of your expectations and needs. So if you take on a person that that you can't see yourself being with, if they stay the exact same way that they are, then you may not need to marry that person.
And marriage ain't for everybody. And I respect what she said, but you could tell that she's not marriage material. She's not trying to get married. That woman there was, she was on that bullshit.
No, she hasn't found a man that she truly respects enough to change her way of thinking, to come out of that type of thinking. That's the thing. So once
she
finds
probably had some bad experiences. She talked like she had some bad experiences, and she's trying to preach to everybody. That's what mom and dad and them did. That's what Big Mama and them did. We don't need men.
Yeah, so she's talking from her bad experience.
But you also don't know what it is to die alone, though. A lot of them do all that bullshit. They don't they don't look ahead, man. They don't, like most men, we plan 5-10 years ahead. We kind of see where we're going. They're living in the moment. In the moment, when the moment gone, that's why they end up damn near 40 with 5 kids and still looking for love. Because they live in the moment. And when that moment gone, shit, a lot more be gone with that moment, like a
lot of people are preaching now that all you have are moments.
Yeah, but the moments, if you do that, you wake up
and your life or relationship into no one. You need to look at everything as a moment. And they're pushing that.
And that's why you see,
and it's messing everybody's head up.
That's why you see these old ass women in the club. That's why you see these women dying of fucking long, in the hospital by their fucking self. They going about it the wrong way. Living in the moment gonna get you lonely, get you by yourself. Well, I don't understand why live in the moment, because a lot of girls I wanted to fuck with in school, I see now I wouldn't dare even touch them. Cause you're big and out of shape and 3 baby daddies and they didn't beat on you, y'all ugly. You've been living in the moment. If you'd had a plan to live, a 10-year plan, a 20-year plan to see where you'll be at that time.
I want to say a couple of weeks ago we had a podcast and somebody was talking about their live in the moment. They're living the moment shit. You know what I'm saying?
They're living in the moment shit, fucking them all up.
And I'm like,
no. Without strategy, you ain't doing shit. You can't have a good football game without having a fucking plan. Like you can't buy shit. You can't live like, you know what I'm saying? How you gonna buy a house and raise a family without having a plan? That's why people wait to get people pregnant or get married, because they need a plan. They need to get certain things. They got a plan. They got to get certain things in order before they can achieve that goal. These people just out here living in the moment. Y'all ain't gonna get very far. You gonna get right as far as that moment is.
And see, and that's the thing. Just using your football analogy. So when you're preparing for a game, you go back and watch film when you played this team before or when this team played. So if you look at what you have done in the past that didn't work, and what worked, then you can plan for your future with the next person that you're going to be with.
Yeah, that's a person who thinks through.
George.
Yeah, that's thinking through something. But most people, like you say, these people these days, they live in the moment. They don't even pay attention. They don't want to accept the bad. Like you tell them they done something wrong, they'll argue all day long because they don't want to take responsibilities for their actions, bro.
And
they want to live in the moment.
Taking accountability, I love
that's hard. That's hard for a woman to do.
You want to start arguing? Find something I did wrong or I said wrong, I'm quick to say my bad because guess what? Ain't nobody gonna whoop my ass. So,
but the thing is,
say, yeah, my bad. I did that.
No, but when you do that to a woman, they don't say my bad. They say, well, you do this. See, that's them deflecting because I don't want to take responsibilities for my actions.
And I never understood that because it ain't like
because they living in the moment. They don't want to hear about nothing that happened because they don't want to make a plan. They don't want to look at where they fuck up so they can't fuck up again. They don't want to look forward because that right there too hard. You know, it's too much like right. They want to live in the moment, live for this moment today. Oh yeah, girl, I did this and that, and tomorrow I act like it didn't happen. You know,
when you find a mature woman, then they don't mind taking on accountability and responsibility, and admitting that they were wrong or that you were right. You know, so women, you know, they say women mature faster than men.
Yeah, that's what I'm just gonna say. Look. You thinking about your age group though, like what do we call mature? Like when I say that, when is a woman? When is the point where a woman should be mature? Is it 18? Is it 26? Is it 35? Because all of these ages I just named, they don't take accountability for shit. You got to get up to 45 and 50. See, that's the old school. That's the way we was raised, but they don't produce them no more. We dinosaurs, nigga. When we die, that's the end of our kind. We will be extinct because that ain't how they rock right now.
And see, that's the thing. Mature, when a person matures, there's in a specific age, right? So what really matures you is your experience and the way that you start thinking about life and certain things, right? You're identifying those things that you can live with and that you can live without, right? So then you start using that wisdom and gaining and using that knowledge that you gain to better yourself and better yourself for your next relationship.
And see, that's the person who thinks it out like your age group. But this new age group, like I say, they live in the moment. They're not maturing because they don't know what they fucked up on. So how they gonna correct it? Because they can't take accountability for nothing. You know, it was never their fault. You know what I mean? So when they get older, how you think they're gonna act? When they get our age group, they're still not gonna be mature. They're gonna be 50 and 60 years old when they become mature, and don't nobody want your fucking ass at that point. There's gonna be a mercy marry. I'm gonna marry you because I feel mercy for you. Because you're a sweet person. But that ain't how it's supposed to go. You can't even rear kids at that point. You know what I mean? Not from that man.
And you know, and that's why I always say, hey, you need to wait till you're 30, at least 30 before you get married. You know, so
shit, the way they going, you need to wait till you 30, 39. Because motherfucker don't want them at 30 at this point, cause I'm not bullshit.
Yeah, I mean, I understand. You know,
shit.
You see some of the things that even people within your own family group that be going through, you know what I'm saying?
That's what you see the most at
people. You know,
that's what you get to see, really see it, watch your family, different age groups, and see how they respond and act to different shit. And you be at loss of word. You be like, what the fuck is going on?
Yep, exactly. So I don't know, bro. I don't know what they're gonna do.
Yeah, it's tough out there. I would hate to have to jump back out there.
Love your wives just as Christ loved the church and he gave his life for her. So when I say you're supposed to submit to me, let me take you higher. I'm supposed to give my life for you. That's a higher level of submission.
Yes.
So if the Bible says you're supposed to submit to my leadership and my headship, well, I'm supposed to die for you. I'm supposed to give up my life. It ain't about my Ferrari. It's not about where I want to go. It's not about how good I look. It's all about how I can make you better and your dreams come to pass. It's about how I can die so that the greater one in you can live. And when we understand hermeneutics and we put scriptures together, headship ain't a bad thing. There's women that should be like, please, God, send me a head. Please send me a leader. Send me a covering. Send me some protection. Send me somebody that can take the warfare and the weight that you have not created me to handle by myself. And so that's what it means to be a husband.
Yeah, but we don't get respect for that. Like I say, they'll bitch and don't want to do what a woman's supposed to do. But then time you say, well, yeah, I hear that motherfucker kicking on that door. You gonna handle that. Now what they call it, now you sassy.
Right.
When you get back to them, yeah, they don't want to be led, but they want you to protect. You know what I mean? They want to pick and choose what they want a man to be. You know what I mean? It's just crazy.
It's
We
very
always talk
crazy.
about, the verse that says, when a man finds a wife, he finds a good thing and he obtains favor from the Lord. And so we always say, well, when a man finds a wife, she's already a wife before he meets her, right? But how come we don't talk about the flip side?
Talk about it.
Before a man goes searching for a wife, shouldn't he be a husband first?
Should.
Right? And so for me, I wasn't a husband when I went searching for her. I felt like I was ready, only to get into the marriage and get punched in the mouth. I didn't show up for her like Christ showed up for the church. I didn't give myself for her.
And like I say, I'm not religious. I'm spiritual.
Yeah.
So when they talk about Christ and the church, and all that, I mean, I get what they, what
I
they
get
say.
what they trying to say.
Yeah,
because I
get
feel
what
the same. I feel the same thing. Like I understand because I'm gonna die for mine, not because Jesus died, because it feel right. What I tell you a lot of times, most people that think like we think are more Christians than Christians. You understand what I'm saying?
Right.
This marriage shit, this is a contract to me. And so I look at it as such. I'm not going to breach this fucking contract. If I ain't want the contract, I shouldn't sign the deal.
And I'm gonna address that too, because I got a partner right now that's crazy about this woman, but won't talk to her because her husband won't give her a divorce.
Hey,
and then I'm telling him, but she married, bro. I say no. There's a difference. He not giving her a divorce. The relationship over.
Oh, it's
he's
over?
not granting her the divorce because he don't want her to be happy. So if it's somebody I want, they both agree that it's over, but he won't sign the divorce papers. I'm not finna miss out on my happiness. You know what I'm saying? And being
Hold
with
on,
who I want
but
to be.
but the thing is, it's a way around that. She can pay that fucking money and still get divorced from this motherfucker. She ain't got to get him to sign it. You know what I mean? They not
And
living
so
in the same
she don't
household.
want to. I guess she don't want to pay the money. But what I'm trying to explain to
That's
him
what I'm
is,
saying. If he really want her, if that's the issue, and he really want her, go pay that
he'll pay
fucking money and get her off them papers then.
But like you said,
it's a contract. You can breach the contract.
Okay, and that's what
You
I'm
can
trying
break
to
that
make you
bitch.
today. I said, marriage is a contract, bro. I say so. Once you checked out of there emotionally, mentally, and physically, so you're not having sex with them, you ain't thinking about them. Emotionally, you exhausted. So the thing is, I'm not gonna not be with someone and we have a mutual respect and like for each other because the husband won't let her out of the relationship. But he trying to stand on morals. At the end of the day, she's still married. Marriage is, like you said, man, that's a contract. That's paper. But if your girl, you and your girl said, okay, you see who you see, this shit ain't working. You see who you want to see, I'm gonna see who I want to see. We gonna respect the house until we get a divorce. you able to see who the fuck you want to see.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Because there's a mutual agreement. You feel what I'm saying? It ain't like
So I
you
couldn't
playing
stay in the
both
household
sides.
with her though.
You
I couldn't like
sneaking out to be with you, and you ditching and dodging, and you see the boyfriend or husband, you see the husband truck, and you got to take a detour and all that shit. They agreed that the shit is over. They just hadn't gotten the divorce papers yet. And I'm trying to explain to him, bro, that they clocked out mentally, emotionally. You better.
But Black, you know what it sounds like to me?
Woman.
It sounds like he don't want to be a man and step up himself, bro. Right? Because they over with. Now go get your girl a house. Go get her someone to lay her head at. You know? Go pay for that divorce shit.
You took it to
be the man.
Level. You took it to the next level.
Everything. If you're a man, you gonna handle the situation the way you want the situation handled. You don't want that motherfucker. You want to continue to have fun with and fuck this nigga girl in your mind. You know what I mean? You don't want to marry. You want to take that step or whatever. If you want her, you ain't got to veer off. You can go pick. You can go.
But they're Muslims or whatever, so they supposed to stand on certain values. But what I'm explaining to him, at the end of the day, she's human. Because he was saying that she has other guys that's trying to holler at her, and he think that she'd be interested in one or two of them. But he's saying, but she's married. I say, at the end of the fucking day, she's human. You know what I'm saying?
No, what he do? What he do is pop up on her ass with a key. You want to do this shit for real or not? I got you a spot cross town. Boy, don't know nothing about it. I got you a vehicle. You got you a vehicle with some tent, baby. He don't even see you. You don't got time for that shit. Come on, let's go. Now, if you don't want to go with me, I don't got time to be playing with you, bitch. Like, whatever. Go on by your business. I'm going to go find something I feel like I can make something with. If they all together like that, they like each other, they feeling each other, they vibing. All you doing now is playing games. You're playing like a boy. Like, that shit little boys do. Me, I'm going to go buy time. Okay, well, I'm going to go get this house over here. I ain't going to tell about it. I'm going to bring her the key. Shit. You ready? I got you a spot. Fuck them clothes. We're going to go shopping. Leave everything behind. And come over here. We got new furniture. Like the girl at Bonfire sing, new furniture. We got new furniture over here.
Dude, you like Ike Turner. We get up here. And that's why Sarita, your girl, you got up here.
I'll go get you a spot, baby, if you really want to go. Now, if you don't want to go on, stop playing games with me and tell me we just fucking. And we can fuck here and there. And I can go get me a side, another little chick that I got options. I got a little roster. Whichever one start doing right, the other two gonna lose out. First, second, third. Taking the first home with me. If he really wanted, man, he's got to do what he got to do, man. Some shit is harder than others. Some motherfuckers come with everything.
I didn't think to tell him that, but that made sense.
Yeah, like some of the toys you buy come with batteries. Some you got to go buy your own battery. I'm just saying.
Be honest with you, you guys need to understand. Marry a man who wants to be a husband, not a man who just wants a wife. Let me repeat that one more time. Marry a man who wants to be a husband. Don't marry a man that just wants a wife. Now, a man who wants to be a husband is a man who's willing to provide, protect, and fulfill your rights and needs. He's ready to do whatever he can do to just make things work out. But a man who just wants a wife is a man who's only thinking about what you can do for him and not what he needs to do for you. There's a difference, and I think you ladies don't understand that. So let me go ahead and just clarify. If you want a husband, make sure that's what he wants to be, not just fulfill his needs to be like, I just need to find a wife. This man has to be ready to be your ride or die.
That's real. And the way they raising these new ones, all these dudes ain't men now, man. We used to have a lot of men. Now it's more like a third of what we had, that are real men.
Oh,
so I can see where some of these conversations come up from, because some of these niggas just don't want to be a husband. They just want to have a little fun. When all they gotta do is be a husband, go buy this fucking house, get the car. That's what you call starting a family. You get a foundation, you know. Bring her over there and then you start something up. Do the wife got kids? If she got kids, I can understand. Even you know, it may be a little weird or some shit, but he didn't do what he got to do. He froze up on me, Black.
Okay. It's like he feel like she needs to do everything. And I didn't think about the part that you just said, go out, buy the house, give her an ultimatum.
Exactly.
You're gonna be with him
That's
or
exactly.
you're gonna get out. If you really want that
you gonna
woman,
be you in or out. I ain't got time to play. I you know, I got a video game for that. Me and you ain't gonna play no game. You want to come or you want to stay? If you want to stay, she might be lying. She might be in there telling that nigga she ain't gonna never leave. You know, women are vindictive too. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So to find out the truth, go ahead and make that step. Don't tell her about it. That way no, I ain't ready. Don't give her no. Give her an ultimatum. Don't ask for her opinion. I got a spot for you if you want to make this happen. If you don't, just chill at where you at. Stay at home. Excuses like assholes, man.
That's real. I can't argue with you on that one.
Shit.
But yeah,
it's real. Like
that's what I'm gonna tell him that tomorrow, that maybe he needs to step up to the plate. And
be a man.
that's her excuse. She don't have the money for the divorce, and he's not gonna grant her the divorce. So
a real man gonna do it for her. Shit. Take her away from the spot. Let the nigga know it's official. You know what I'm saying? And she might be lying. Serving the motherfucking papers. That's what it takes.
Yeah, that's real. And I'm gonna play this. This is another one saying what a man's role. And I was like, but like you say, you hang with gay people. So, but my thing was, how he gonna tell somebody what a man needs to do? But you know.
Okay, so let me ask you this.
Okay.
So when does the husband become a husband?
I mean, you know what, Sophia? A husband, he become a husband after marriage, and I'm gonna tell you this, right? Because a husband don't understand how many roles it is until he become married, right? Because you got the role of a father, the role of a husband, the role of a provider, right? The role of a protector. And so what I've learned is you may think that, okay, you understand a husband, but you really don't until you are positioned in that position. Because now you got to learn how to operate in all those dimensions, right?
Yeah. Let's clear up something.
And that
Hold
was
on. Before we start, let's clear up something. I hang with gay women.
Oh, okay.
and see, and they never speak on what a man should be because they know how clean they clock, you know. But that man now is confused from the jump. He don't know if he a man or a woman, so he can't give me no motherfucking advice on relationships. Most of they shit be in the goddamn toilet. They don't know if they coming or going because they don't know how to be a man. They wasn't raised right. They was raised confused from the beginning. They dipping over to a womanhood like they know what the fuck going on with a woman. You know what? My son gay, but he don't play that gay shit. He told me the other day, he said, nigga, I'm gay at night. I'm a man all day long. He said, when the lights go off, I do a pirouette, bing. I'm a gay motherfucker. He said, before that, I'm a man, nigga. I'm a man all day. Because he tries to learn how to be a man. You know, even though your sexual preference is your sexual preference, that's cool. But when you let it take over who you are as a being, you know what I'm saying? I don't listen to
you should have been on here
confused.
when we had Lynn on here.
That dude weird. That dude do everything he wants.
But how did you feel honestly? And we understand you grew, but how did you feel being heterosexual when you found out about your son?
Listen,
real nigga shit. Now that's real nigga shit.
I was in denial. See, by the time I finally accepted it, I had been denied so many years. It was easy to accept. I used to tell a nigga, no, you ain't gay. You metrosexual, nigga. You just remember, I'm a gangster, right? So I'm
Right.
walking around here doing all this gangster shit, and he over here acting frugal. You know, I'm like, nigga, you just met your. I had him confused. The nigga said, you had me confused, nigga. I didn't know if I was. If I just see, I was confused about the whole. We both was I called him. I caught him watching something one day, and that's when I was like, I accept the shit. It is what it is. And to be honest, I ain't have a feeling. I mean, you still my son. Your sexual preference is your sexual preference, you know?
When you
if I looked on there and he was watching some bestiality shit, I couldn't judge you about your sexual preference. You know what I'm saying? Because it just wouldn't turn you on. Fuck it. I ain't mad about that.
When I heard being that we're so close, and I was in denial too. I seen him on the cheerleading squad and all that stuff, you know, because I was involved a lot with the Basham High. I had my Basham High movement, and I was like, "Damn, his dad is so gangster."
Hey, do what he told me though.
You know,
hold on, do what he told me. He used to try to paint nails and shit when he was little. I was like, "Fuck no, nigga, that's for women. Nigga, you a man, you know." That's why he started playing football the way I used to push it. Now he do nails and make good fucking money doing nails. nigga gonna tell me, look, cheerleading the shit for the Saints, and he's gonna tell me, now see, Dad, if you wouldn't hold me back so long, he said, if you wouldn't hold me back so long, I could have been so much better. You should have just let me finish what I started. The nigga do the nails of the cheerleaders and shit, man. Nigga, he get free tickets, all that shit.
I heard about the Saints thing. I want to say last year somebody told me about it.
But it made me think, like, maybe I should have just let that motherfucker been himself from the beginning. He'd probably be better at what he's doing, you know?
Yeah, but we just wasn't used to seeing that. And, you know, so I get where you're coming from. But since you brought that up, I just thought I'd ask, because with you being so gutter, I just didn't see that coming from your loins.
Well, see, I never.
I'm just saying.
Two of them came. But see, the thing is, two of them came out. You know, one was just too gutter. He took all the gutterness. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
and
he did.
was like,
He was you. He was you on steroids.
On steroids, my nigga.
Yeah, that
before
was your.
Killed,
yeah,
before they murdered my son, you know, he had murdered somebody in Florida, and I came and get him, and I was talking to him, like trying to get him to calm down. And really, he told me, "Don't come get him." I just pulled up in Florida and said, "Bitch, get in the car before it's be up." He told me, "The only reason I got in the car because I'm scared of you, but I don't know what you think is gonna happen. You know, I killed a nigga there. I'm gonna kill a nigga there. One day a nigga gonna kill me." And he talk like that. I pull up the car by, I beat him up, like, "Bitch, I'll beat your ass up. Like, stop talking like that, man." But the nigga knew what was up, man. The nigga wasn't scared, man. Nigga told me a long time ago what it was gonna be. When it hit me, I was at work, man. I fucked my life up, man. I ain't been the same. I knocked the gangster out of me, you know what I'm saying? He took a lot with him. That's why I'm getting fat now. I blame that nigga.
You done got fat on him.
Man, I'm 260, nigga.
Damn, AD.
I'm just sitting up making money.
No,
I eat steak. I try to be a vegan. That shit didn't work. I started getting
cool. You got a month to shed 10 pounds, bro. Because when I come there, I'm not gonna have no fat nigga riding around with me.
One side of the car gonna be leaning, bitch.
No, sir. On the cool, go ahead. No.
Listen, I'm trying, Wayne. I'm trying, bro.
Drink water. Drink plenty of water, because water flush your fat cells.
Cause I
get on a multivitamin and slim down.
You might need to help me when you get here.
Eat 2 meals a day.
I've been trying to get him on that regimen for years.
Listen, I'm gonna let you help me, because the woman don't know. The woman don't know shit. Her fat ass. She fat too, bro. Talking that shit. She ain't small. She thinks she still really sitting in my lap hurting the nigga. Like, girl, you ain't live no more. Get up. Shit. You know? But now when I tried, bro, I went vegan. I went vegan for 10
days.
Check me out. I went vegan for 10 months straight. Nigga, I started blowing up more. What the fuck is? God damn, that vegan food be good. If you got your money, that shit don't matter. You get big eating that shit, man. All that starchy shit, man. That shit had a nigga. Man, that stuff beans and shit.
I want you to at least shed 10 pounds. So inbox me what your weight is. Tonight.
No, nigga. Hey, I ain't doing I ain't doing all that. But you know,
hey, you know how I do you. I've been doing this since you was 12 years old. I used to tell you, this is what we gonna do. Okay, so this is what we gonna do. You gonna weigh yourself, you gonna inbox me, and you got till the 18th of January, or the 13th of January, to at least shed at least 5 to 10 pounds.
5 to 10 pounds ain't much.
We gonna do 7.
All I gotta do is get up and start moving right. But see, you know what made me get fat, bro?
Next one, but I tried to push him and say 10.
It's really this city, bro. Like real shit, because I can't move the way I want to move. You know, it's dangerous just to ride
Man,
around.
I can't believe that you say you weigh that much. Nigga, you ain't never been that big.
Never.
Yeah.
I stood on the scale and get teary-eyed. Like, what the fuck?
Hey,
yeah, man.
Cool. Real nigga shit. Send me
I've
your
been
weight.
depressed.
Take a picture.
But see, you know, I've been depressed too, Wayne. I've been depressed, man. You know,
I understand you going through.
I just lost my mom.
But
I done lost a couple aunties, a couple uncles. Cause I've been losing so much. The shit, it be hard to get up, man, and push yourself to do something, man. That's why you ever see me when I put them posts up and I'm like, mental health check?
Yeah.
I be concerned with people because I know what I'm going through.
It.
I be going through it, nigga. And I know they going through it too. I can tell a lot of them going
through back to back from your nephew.
Back to back. But then I say life be lifing, you know. It's gonna be what it's gonna be.
But you
this
know,
shit real.
You used to preach
mental health
that
is a real
to all
subject.
of us though. And when it hit you, you handled it like we used to handle.
Yeah.
But you used to be the one, you know, it is life, it's life, you know, you're born to die, you know, that was your rap,
until the people you call your heroes or the people that look up to you start dying.
Right.
Cause it's not natural to bury your son, bro. That what really took me there.
Yeah,
it ain't natural. I don't give a fuck.
And that's what I was talking about earlier today when there's so many people in Bastrop burying their sons, but I keep hearing you on that rhyme. Death doesn't scare me. You know, you was like, you don't be
scared. You
to rap about.
It don't scare you until it touch somebody that you care about, that you scared. Like, it don't scare me to die. I don't give a fuck about dying. But then if they take my child, they take my grandbaby, bro, I care about dying for them, you know, because it's something I got to live with. If I'm dead, I don't fucking see none of this. I don't feel no pain. It's numbness. It's whatever it is. But when I'm alive, watching you drop off, and that pain is real, nigga. You think you tough. I ain't the boy. Yeah. You think you tough. That shit break your ass down to the point, man.
Especially if it's like the son, spare the moment. Now, moms, even though, you know,
that's natural.
She's the reason.
So it hurt. It hurt the same, but it's natural. Right. I can wrap my head around it.
Right.
When you bury your child, that shit is
right. And I don't wish that on nobody, but yet in Bastrop right now, there's so many people going
burying their kids, bro. That shit right there be breaking my fucking heart. Like, God damn, man, I know what you're feeling. And it ain't no give to it. You know what I'm saying?
On that note, they trying to get something together. That's what Rev was talking about. The Reverend dude that popped on here. He been hitting me up saying that.
Hey, and before you go there, remember when I was 20, I lost a child there. And
I was telling my wife about that.
That bothered me to a point.
And how you got all the, you know, what you did.
Yeah, I was hurt then, but I never met the child, so it wasn't as numbing.
Yeah,
you know,
didn't the baby mama pass?
Yeah, she passed too. See, that bothered me some, but when I raised one, I put everything into him, beat his ass to try to make him do right, and it's like you're a failure. You know what I'm saying? I failed at it. You know what I'm saying? I tried my best to save something, and I wasn't good enough to do it. That shit destroy you mentally, bro. You be fucked up. You be fucked. That's why I tell the nigga, I be docile as hell. Please don't make me angry. I'm scared to get angry, nigga. You know? Shit, I'm scared. I ain't lying. I know I'm gonna be somewhere fucked up because I'm gonna hurt one of these motherfuckers, man. When they finally do something to make me click, you gonna read about, oh, he crazy. No, I'm not, motherfucker. My mental health couldn't hold up. Bitches made me cry.
But I was just shocked that I don't know what you did to, you know what I'm saying? How do you cope with the situation
you don't
that happened? You know what I'm saying?
But I tried drinking. I used to drink 2/5 a day.
I know you as an OG, and you letting nothing like that ride. You know what I'm saying? But we'll talk You know what I'm saying?
Like I was so fucked up, man, that when the shit happened, I wanted the nigga mama to feel the pain. I want him to feel the pain I felt. I was gonna go murder that nigga mama. And I ain't lying, bro. I was just thinking about it. I hadn't said nothing to nobody, but I called her homie because we finna take me down there. And my mama came in my motel, started washing up my dishes, and just started talking good about the nigga mama, man, telling how the mama called her and said it ain't her fault, her son like that. She just saying little shit. And it was resonating with me. It's like she was reading my mind, bro. And I just left that shit alone. Like, I be dead ass wrong. And that's when I kind of cooled down and started to realize, man, life be lifing. You know what I'm saying? Now I got to deal with it. You know what I'm talking about? I kind of grew up in a sense. A lot. Because I was fucked up. I was drinking 2/5 a day, man. I was numb. I wasn't even getting drunk. Black. I drank 2-3 5 and be walking around this bitch straight like ain't nothing happened because I was so fucked up in the head. The adrenaline was that shit didn't help. It didn't do shit. It made my life worse. You know what I'm saying? Nothing helps. Nothing. Time. And the little trick I use, I try to keep my mind occupied on other shit. You know what I'm saying? As long as you move and you ain't thinking about it, you great. Time you settle down, you ain't got no choice but to think about it, eat your life. So shit, I stayed moving for a bit.
Yeah. And like I said, I hated to hear that. And then Nicole's situation, so I had to reach out.
Yeah,
and,
like everything fucked up, bro. And then when I got shot, that made me stop moving. Depression really kicked in. And I couldn't move. I couldn't get up and go. I couldn't occupy my brain. Shit, that's when depression kicked in.
When you got shot?
Shit, like what, a year or two after he died? Like 2 years after he died? Yeah. And then I couldn't move. So I had to sit there in the midst of depression. That shit down there broke me, man. I'm surprised. I'm lucky to be here. I'm telling you, bro. That shit gave you bad thoughts in your mind, man. You got to sit there in the middle of depression and just deal with what's going on.
You done been through some shit. And like I said, I see your posts, but I know you just be going through stuff and you just talking shit, so I don't never say nothing. But
that's why I be on there fucking with people on Facebook. When I be trolling and shit, just all on comments, fucking with folks. Bro, I do that shit to keep something in my brain besides what's going on with life. You know what I'm saying? Keep life from life, and let me have some fun with this motherfucking life. Let me get out of mine, because my shit is horrible. Let me get over here and have fun with this nigga life, because this shit seem okay. He just got a few little nicks and knacks. I'm gonna troll him about whining about the shit he going through. You ain't going through shit, nigga. That's why I be up there fucking with folks, to keep my head right. Some of these hoes think I'll be trying to flirt. Bitch, I don't like you. I'm living in the moment with you here. I'm trying to keep my mind right. Think about something besides my life.
And it's just
Your
good
wife
to
can't
have
help you.
somebody in your corner that's
Even so,
that.
they can't help you. You think they try. They try their best. But bro, nothing helps.
And the last thing you need is the puppy dog eyes and looking at you and are you okay?
Yeah.
Real people like us don't want that. Leave me the fuck alone. Let me deal with this shit the way I'm dealing with.
And especially when she see your kids as her kids, or they are her kids, or she see your mama as your mama, or her mama did die. Once everybody going through the same shit, it's so hard to be there for your spouse.
We don't mean no
be there for
harm.
yourself.
We don't mean no harm, and we understand everything. But the best thing is just let us get our mind right. Let us process this shit, and then we able to talk about it. Then you can come around and do the little huggy shit and talk.
And look,
but when
and
it
you
first
think
happened, I don't want nobody around me.
Hold on. And you think that would help? You think that would help? But that causes more problem, because, like I say, she going through it too, and she going through it, and you going through it, and y'all both get into y'all corner, y'all isolate because y'all need that space, and then you start to realize, like being in the ocean, when you in the waves, and all of a sudden you look up, you way away from the shore because the motherfucking the current, it took you way the fuck away from where you need to be.
Okay, it can create separation.
Whoa! Once that separation comes, it's so hard to get back to her, because you got to fight through so much that you trying to find yourself. It's just a rough thing to do, bro. It's really rough. You got to be strong. I think if I wasn't strong, if I wasn't made the way I was made, boy, shit, life would be so fucked up for me.
Yeah, just if you wasn't who you are,
I'd be
and
fucked up.
you'll
I'd probably
be
be
like,
dead.
why am I here? And
Yeah.
you would have went somewhere and all them guns and just got one of them.
Hell,
and clear out.
Deion Sanders at the top of his career drove off a cliff. That should let you know. He drove off a cliff at the top of his career because his wife was leaving with them kids, and that's all he knew was his kid. Imagine losing your child. Imagine, you know, the separation when your wife losing her mom and you done lost your mom, and the kids y'all call both of y'all kids, and y'all can't separate like that. But y'all can't be together all the time. It's a fucking shit, bro. When I say it's a tightrope, that motherfucking thing too.
Yeah,
I try to laugh through life, man, because if not, I cry all day long, man. I just enjoy it, man. Enjoy it a little bit of time. We don't got much time in this world, bro. You know, this world is billions of years old. We get 60 years out that billion. Make an impression on the kids, on your family. Do what you can in that moment.
Yeah, make memories. That's what I tell people.
Leave a legacy, you know, in some type of way. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You got to do, because you don't have much time. So the time you have on the earth with these people you have on, you're only going to be on this earth with a certain amount of people. The people you're on this earth with, try to make it a good time. You know what I'm saying? That's why I don't live my life through that Bible shit, bro. I got one life. I'm not finna be going through this motherfucker.
That's
on
me.
Eggs,
I'm gonna enjoy
eggshell.
myself. I'm gonna
Man,
live
I ain't got
my
but a little
life.
time.
I ain't got time for the bullshit. You on
Man,
that? You can miss me with, you know. So
I need some facts, fuck faith. I need some shit I can touch and feel and smell. If you know, if I ain't got it, I ain't got time to waste, because I don't got much time here, man. You know, some niggas live 40. Look how they die so young. They don't get a chance to leave nothing, bro. Not even a child. Shit, Tupac left without leaving a child. I let you know, man, life is be life and it be life and fast. So enjoy
yeah,
yourself
it's
while
crazy,
you're there.
bro.
It's
Yeah, I feel you on that. But I think your number's still the same, right?
I would tell you, but boy, I don't need them niggas calling my number.
No,
I'll
no,
put
no,
it
no,
in my
no. You still got mine. Mine's still the same.
yeah, I changed my
shoot me a
I
text.
changed my number. I change my number
Okay.
every goddamn month. I'm gonna send it to you.
Yeah, send it to me, and like I said, I'll be down there on the 13th or something of January, and if I don't see nobody else, we definitely gotta connect, bro, because I felt some type of way, you know what I'm saying, when, you know, the mom's thing, because she was the mom to all of us. You saw me when I was in fucking high school weighing maybe 180 pounds. So,
hold on. Remember you had that, was that you that had that little moped that was riding and wrecked that time?
Yeah, the little
Now,
gray.
when was that you and Wayne that gave me that first shot of that Wild Irish Rose?
Hell yeah. Because you
Fuck
know me,
both
I'm
of y'all.
a
Y'all
drink.
niggas made me an alcoholic. I just want to
Hell
get that off
yeah,
my chest.
and that was me.
I've been holding this
James
in.
didn't really drink. I was the drink.
I've been holding this in for 30 years. 30. Fuck y'all niggas. Y'all niggas turned me into a motherfucking alcoholic. I just want to let that be known. That Wild Irish Rose fucked my life up. I've been
Wild
drinking
Irish
ever
Rose.
since.
Hell yeah.
I just want to let you know how I feel about
it. That was up the road from your house, and I stood out there because I wasn't old enough to buy it. I stood out there and I gave a nigga like $5 or $6 to go in the store and get it for me. And then I put you on there, Boone's Farm.
Yeah, fuck y'all niggas.
Because I ain't had nobody to drink with, so I made you my drinking partner.
You hear
and
me?
I
That was young. You ought to go to jail. There's a statute of limitation on that shit, because I was a young.
Your ass was probably about 12, and I had you get fucked up.
Fucked up. Didn't let a nigga ride the moped. I wrecked that motherfucker.
Yeah, man. Hey, I rode over there. I remember riding over there, man, and you jumped on
what
that
the boy name is?
motherfucker.
That bright dude. What the bright dude name was?
Me and Will.
Will. That's who shit that was too.
Yeah. We rode over there, man, and yeah, man, them was
drinking
days,
and
bro.
shit. I ain't know what liquor was. I was like, fuck, I drunk that shit. I started feeling, oh Lord, what is this?
Put you on that hard shit early.
Yeah.
But let me hear your final comments before we get out of here on the topic of the night. Just because you married, does that make you a husband or a wife? Just because you took those vows, does that make you a husband or a wife?
Not at all. No. Not at all. Just like Just like because you blood don't make you kin.
That's real.
That's real. Just because you blood don't make you kin. Just because
You
you
got to
married
put
don't
in
make you
that
a wife
work.
or husband.
You got to put in that work. And then
You got to
as
put
you
in that
learn,
work.
family isn't family like it used to be when your mom was coming up, bro. We ain't
Nah.
got that. We don't have that now.
Because they think that you got to put in the work constantly. No, you just got to put a valiant effort toward it. Like some people ain't going to be perfect 24/7. You're going to fall short sometime. But as long as you trying. Like I listen to this song, it's called Try Loving Me. You ever heard that shit with Anthony Q?
By who?
Anthony Q.
No.
Man, listen to that dude. It's called Try Loving Me. And you listen to that song, I wish you could play that bitch now. You play that bitch, you'd be like, oh, okay. Because that speaks volumes about how I see life. You know what I'm saying? I heard
What
it ain't
his
easy.
name? Anthony what?
Q. Just
Wait
a
a minute, I
regular
heard
Q.
of that dude. Hold on.
Yeah, the one called Cut Ties. He used to sing the song Cut Ties and Disloyal. But check out that song Try Loving Me. Play that motherfucker, Black. Leave, look, end with that. Can you now will they try to get some end with some of that? Try love just the first verse. That nigga say that first verse. Shit. Say it'll be good times and bad times, like the preacher said it would. Shit. Man, that nigga there said some real shit.
Yeah, I know you deep into that
That music, that
sentimental
right there,
music stuff.
that describes who I am right there. That
All right, I'm
Anthony Q.
gonna peep that.
Peep
But
that
yeah,
out.
so in my thoughts on the topic of the night, does being married automatically makes you a husband or a wife? No, it doesn't. And we speak from experience on this podcast. There's no trolling. We know Gen Z is grown folks shit over here.
Yes,
And
sir.
being married and actually playing the role of a husband or a wife, it can be challenging at times. There's a lot of give and take. It's work. It wasn't what I thought at first it would be. It's more than just moving somebody in and you feeding them and all that shit. When emotions and personalities and shit start to clashing, you have to be there. You got to fucking step up to the plate. So no, it is not the same. You have to put in work. You have to know your roles. You have to get in there and do your due diligence as a husband or a wife.
You got to at least
role
try.
Of a wife, you have to be a helper to your husband. Respect, ladies. Respect. You have to love your husband. Submit to the leadership of your husband. Now, a lot of y'all out there dating people that don't know how to lead. I got babies by them, trying to live and make a husband out of somebody that's not a leader.
Fault. They choosing and they choosing the wrong shit. Take accountability.
You know, so women, that's that role. And men, you have to. The number one thing a man got to do is provide and protect. Protect your wife. You have to lead. Love her unconditional.
Listen.
But that unconditional love got to go both ways, though. Women like to love with conditions, but in order for it to work, you both have to love unconditional. Whether they lose the job, whether they fall short on whatever y'all trying to do, the money is not there. You have to love that person unconditional. You can't say I love him because he got the money. I love him because he got a house and the car and I'm able to drive it. What is it? Stability. It got to be deeper than stability. You have to love and that's what you have, AD, and that's what I have. We found somebody, that's unconditional because she seen you struggle and she was right there. She seen you when you was up and still right there. No, nothing changed, no attitude, no nothing. She's all about a fucking D.
Nah, but I don't want to mislead people. You know, my wife got like 7 different personalities. The one I married does that, but there's a couple of them bitches in there that don't act right. But I ain't gonna speak on them, okay?
But they're the ones you need to. And now I condone you. I'm gonna go ahead and give you permission to put your hands on them. On the other personality, when she acting like that, like Sasha Fierce and all that shit.
Hey, bro, let me tell you a story of being
that we all know. You leave her alone.
Listen,
that's baby girl right there.
Yes.
Before you leave,
her alone.
I'm gonna tell you a story about when I was young and a little violent, but not really. Man, I was working like shit. I say 100 hours a week. I'm not bullshitting. I put in about 98. I come home from work. She's sitting up drunk. You ain't no man. Just talking shit like the Color Purple, like the dad of Color Purple. She was acting like that motherfucker.
Talk to you like that in your own house.
Yeah, she was one of them motherfuckers. I walked by so fast and grabbed her by the hair and just kept walking. She pulled out the chair, drug in the house, and let's have a conversation, bitch. You gonna act like you love me. You gonna respect me, and I'm gonna give you this check. Or this shit ain't gonna work. We had that conversation early. You get what you gonna get. You gonna be a woman. I'm gonna be a man. You ain't gonna disrespect me, especially not in front of motherfuckers. Because I ain't gonna be whooping on you. If I gotta whoop you,
and to be honest with you, all men, real men, really want, ladies, it's just be respected. If you respect that man, that man is down to give you the last dime and the last penny in his pocket.
Throw himself in front of a train for you.
Wouldn't care. It's all
we had
about
that conversation. I said, I'm not gonna beat you. So if I gotta hit your ass,
if you
I'm
gotta
send
beat
your
him,
ass on by your motherfucker.
you don't need it.
I don't need you.
If those personalities crazy like you say, it's okay to choke the shit out of one of them.
Choke the shit out of one of them bitches too. She be like, Anthony, I'm like, oh, you back? Because that bitch Susie was up here tripping.
Yeah.
Her name's Stacy.
Hey, you're going to tell her name Stacy. Whatever that bitch name is, she's crazy.
Whoever it is, you got a right to shake the shit out of that one.
Shake the shit out of the bitch.
Shake it. Like, I don't condone hitting them, but shaking the shit out of them.
That's it. That's the one.
Shake it to the motherfucker faint.
Hey,
and when you let it go, they drop to the floor, and you have to drop down to make sure they still breathe. You have to put your hand up under. I keep listening. Put your hand up under their nose to make sure they breathe.
I be shaking and listening for Stacy to leave. I know the different voices. That motherfucker come in and say, Anthony. Oh, there you go. The other motherfucker kept calling me AD and talking shit. I don't know what was wrong with her.
Yeah, that's real. But yeah, I'm glad you guys hanging in there, man. Y'all.
I tried to leave her. She told me I'm only leaving in the box. I said,
know what, though, AD? And then we gonna end it. You know what though? I preach to the guys, the fellas out there. Stop running behind the women. Let that woman run behind you. Let her chase you. Let that woman want you. Because if she wants you, she's gonna do whatever it takes to keep you. If you running behind her and she settle for you, them the ones that's gonna fuck over you. Because she didn't get who she really wanted. And like I say, I put mine through so much goddamn hell. And she stayed there. I would have left me.
Yeah.
Nigga,
I would have left me too.
You know how arrogant and shit I was.
Shit, I was the same way. When motherfucker put up with me, I can deal with her.
That was me. And I was like, she didn't put up with this shit for 5 years, and all she wanted is a hand in marriage. You gonna earn that shit before I do it. You know, before I do it. But yeah, I had to give her our history. I gave her our history the other day because I sat and actually rewatched the podcast, and you say a whole lot of stuff that I say, and that she heard me say. And I say, hell, I was around the motherfucker so much, he is literally me, and he's saying the stuff that I don't say no more. You know? And so you good for the podcast because you like my evil twin. And so I was like, shit, I gotta get this nigga on board because I vibe. I feel different. You know, it's a different vibe that we have because we have a different path than James and I, than Austin and I have. So yeah, it's what's up. But I'm definitely, like I say, when I'm in the city, I'm scooping you up. So she might as well get ready. You know what I'm saying? He gonna be kicking.
Ain't no individual.
Oh, I forgot to tell you.
We can all
My wife be in the hood with me on the corner. She hold a gun, so you know she.
Oh, okay, but you know she always been good. So we gonna hit a couple of blocks, and then she ain't nothing but a nigga anyway. She like shit. One of the fellas. Shit, it don't matter.
She straight one of the niggas. I be trying to tell her be a woman. Shit, nigga be more thug looking at me. I be in the club. That motherfucker had me nervous. I was like, shit, I want this thug.
Yeah. You got, hey, you know what I'm saying? You got a gangster. You got a gangster bitch. I want a gangster bookie with my gangster bitch. So yeah, it's up. So when I'm at,
until next time, man,
we gonna hang out and do our thing. So I'm gonna be there for like that weekend. So it's up. So y'all, I'm gonna inbox you and let you know when I'm leaving, when I'm gonna touch down, and how we gonna do it. So yeah, we gonna kick it. But on that note, ladies, before you get married, learn the responsibilities of a wife. And the main thing, man, is respect. Respect and support. Because if that man was raised to be a provider, that's all he wants. He gonna do his part. But if you got one of them sorry ass jokers that's up there playing fucking PS5 and you buying Jordans and shit, if you doing that, you in a different category. But the ones who got the men that's trying to provide, be a provider, and trying to be their protector, just give them some respect. But on that note, and like I say, husbands, you have to step up and be there. You both have to be each other's peace at the end of the day. So on that note, shout out to the Rev, shout out to Austin, shout out to AD. And I might be on here Christmas, I don't know. And I might be on here New Year's. And if I'm not, I'm gonna do a replay of some of the better podcast episodes. So on that note, I'm about to get out of here, man. You guys stay safe. If I don't come on through the Christmas or whatever, happy holidays to everybody that celebrates it. And be safe out there. And happy holidays, happy New Year, Merry Christmas to everybody, happy Hanukkah, but I'll be on before Hanukkah. But with all that being said, we out. Speak on the podcast, 2K24, winding it down. Hey.
What you think, man? I've been in the polyamory lifestyle. I can't even say lifestyle because it's not a lifestyle. It's a way of loving, not a way of living. I've been polyamorous for about 10 years now. Okay. And the mindset for me is mentally, I think I've been polyamorous longer than actually practicing it because I've always felt that this monogamy just doesn't fit for me. Right. I don't understand why I have to only love one person or why I can only show affection for one person. Where is this written? Why do I have to go along with what the societal standard is supposedly is? Right.
And then
the problem comes when you love somebody too much. When you let yourself love somebody too much,
and they don't love you the same.
It's not even matter whether they love you back or not. They can love you back, but it's still unhealthy to love somebody that much. Which I understand that ideology of that. Well, I can't have. I might as well. I've been there. I know that. But at the same time, you have to realize, what your culpability is in a relationship going, however it went. You start thinking about, well, damn, I did this. So, you can love somebody too much. And then see, this complicates things for us men because we already have a hard time forming those emotional attachments. You already told them don't do this.
The missing link to that goes back to a time before we even thought, why doesn't my father is that a protection for me? Right. Or is that the way he was raised? Or maybe somebody hugged him one day, a man hugged him. I'm not saying this is what happened, but I'm just saying we got
No, but there are things that could have happened that absolutely that caused him to be the way he is.
Made him feel weird, needed.
Right.
So the things that we think are sometimes a rejection or a lack may have been a protection.
And most of the time they are like absolutely. But if we don't understand that, all we know is a rejection.
You see, like what I understand with my father,
men were going to jail, killing each other, and then now we got bisexual, then we got gays, now we got transgender. So with all of that going on, the purpose of that was removing the black man, the black male from the household. Okay? So with him not being in the household, she's getting the welfare, or she's out there in the workforce, forced to take care of herself, and if she have children, to take care of the children alone. Whether he's in jail, whether he's dead, whether he's bisexual, whether he's gay, whatever. The black male was removed from the home, and black woman was forced to provide for the children, for herself.
You're missing one other thing that removes black male from the home. That's white women. Because after a while, it was a run on black men, white women. Yeah, white women. You know, at one point, black men, they just had to have a white woman. No matter what their social economical status was, white women was the way to go. And so that pulled a lot of black men out of the house.
Damn, I sure missed that. I mean, I know Rick James, you know, I know, you know, I mean, you did it. I just didn't think of that as a major absence of the black man. So you
being a provider means so many things.
Right.
It means put you in a house. You know, it means I got your back. It means we're doing this together. It means I'm not gonna walk away when things get hard. You know, that's providing, right? I'm gonna provide emotional protection so that you can, you know, I'll be present for you when you don't feel like you can be there for yourself or whatever, you know. So there's so much more definition to the thing, right? And even on the flip side, looking at, you know, men with kids, right? I remember I did not want a man who had kids, and I was about 25 when I met my ex-husband.